TEM Thursdays. Woo! Man. We finally got everything set up. Oh boy. Welcome everyone to the Two Endangered Mammals podcast. The most popular podcast in my duplex.
Sure is.
This is TEM Thursdays. I am your host, Mr. Tiger Adinaldo. And with me, as always, is the GOAT co-host, the number one co-host in the game, Mr. Pun Fu Panda. Mr. Pun, how are you, sir?
I'm well. I'm
good.
Well. How are you?
Good. I'm pretty good. You're always a man of so few words when I ask you how you are.
Straight to the point.
I feel it. And as you can see, right next to him is the lovely, the beautiful, the funny, the one and only, the Meg-A-Nator.
Meg-A-Nator.
Meg, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for joining us. Look at that smile. That smile is so infectious.
It is.
It's so infectious. Oh, man. This is our 10th Thursday anniversary.
It is.
It's our 10th Thursday show. I mean, technically, it's probably more than that, but...
Do you realize that if this is our 10th anniversary, that's like the longest anniversary I've ever had in my life?
We're going to be talking about that kind of stuff today, too. Oh, man. Yeah, man. This is our 10th Thursday show.
Unless you count work.
That's
different.
No, that don't count. That don't count at all. We don't count work.
Because it'll be 17 in November.
Jesus. That's like that's like a child that's ready to move out.
Yeah, it's almost half my age.
I'm going to put my glasses on. There, boom. Now I look astute.
You do.
And intelligent. Before we get too far into everything, once again, I'm welcoming everyone to our Thursday show. We got some announcements that
we do.
That we'll be making today. But first, as always, why don't you tell the good people how they can get in touch with you, sir?
On Instagram and Snapchat at PunFuPanda, and on Facebook, Pun Capasso.
And Meg, how can they reach you?
Yeah, so you can reach me on Instagram. I think my handle is Meg-Anderson. I think that's it.
I believe it's Meg Anderson 10.
Yep, that's it. Here it is.
Woo! And if you want to reach me, you can reach me at Tiger39. That's THAIGER 39.
Fantastically done.
I do what I do. And you can reach me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. My glasses are fogging up.
And you don't even have a mask on.
Right.
What is happening?
I know. I'm too hot. I'm too hot up in here. You can reach me on every social platform that there is.
Every
single one, including a new one that we'll be talking about in a little bit. Oh man, we got a lovely show.
We do.
Got a lovely show coming up. Really quick, we got to do our shout outs.
We do.
Our early adopter shout outs. We got Charles Thomas is up in the chat with us right now. And then also up in the chat, we got the one, the only Miss Brittany Bozak.
What up, Britt? Man, she was on one today at work.
Oh, was she? Speaking of work, we got Ashley Hamburg's fine ass joining us. She said hi from work. We also got Goose.
Oh,
we got
Goose is back.
Yeah, Goose is back.
Wow.
Goose is back with us. I know that's something, right? I'm kind of curious myself.
Yeah.
We also have the president of the Fuck All the Way Off Club,
Mr. Belsky.
Mr. Belsky.
Yeah.
Mr. Belsky's up in here with us. I'm gonna give Belsky and Goose a foghorn. You know what? It's my show. I do what I want.
Blue belt.
Wait, they're not dads. Hold on. We're gonna blow it up for them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll blow it up for them.
Blue belt.
Oh, it's Blue Belt?
Yeah.
Emily's up in here
What
with
up,
us.
Em?
We'll blow it up for Emily. I'm gonna give that a little bit more volume. Tabitha is up in here. Wait, is Tabitha a mom?
Yeah, she's a mom.
She's a mom?
Yeah.
Okay, well, she's going to get a round of applause there.
There we go.
Just in case you don't know, Meg, we give mothers a round of applause. Yeah. We give mothers a round of applause. We give dads the foghorn, and veterans the foghorn, and everybody else
gets to blow up.
Yeah, we blow it up.
He just likes hitting the button.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Brittany says she's better now.
She is. Yeah.
She said, I'm better now that I'm
off.
Oh, okay.
I'm off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she reposted it. Yeah.
I was like, you just trailing off on sentences. Clearly, you're not that good. Clearly, you're not that much better if you're just trailing off on your sentences. Let me make sure that I have all my chats pulled up.
Mr. Charles Thomas said it's his 40th birthday today.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Happy birthday.
Special happy birthday to Charles Thomas.
Yeah.
Charlie T up in the chat. We're going to do it again. Happy birthday, Charles Thomas.
Load up.
Oh my God, my homie Kuba. Kuba is in the building. He's he's a b-boy from out at Pittsburgh. Me and him go way back. He's also a dad. So he gets the foghorn for sure. That is the homie, my man Kuba. Yo, you've met him. You've met him before. Yeah. You've met him. Like he's been to damn near all the b-boy battles we would go to. Right. Anytime we were out and about, like there's a few b-boys from Pittsburgh that would come out. Kuba is one of them.
Okay, yeah, I remember.
Nugget's one of them, and then my man Mo. But Kuba is the homie for sure, like 100%. Like we go way back, like vertebrae, like just back. Yeah, that was cheesy. I don't care.
No, hey.
Really quick, I have to pull up my YouTube chat so that I make sure I don't neglect our YouTube followers.
Okay. Man, that's so cool to hear.
Isn't it though?
It is.
I mean, it's kind of weird having an audience. You know what I mean? Especially like the way we started this. Like it's really weird to have like an audience. Like that to me, that's, I don't want to say it's strange. It's just not something that you prepare for. Like we didn't start this to have an audience. And then wait, real quick, JT is in the chat, Miss 7.5. I bet Meg is wondering what the hell.
To you off the air.
Yeah, okay. off air.
I'm nervous.
Air, we'll explain that one.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah, 100% you should be.
In a good way. But
okay.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I guess we could. No, maybe we shouldn't.
Hell no, we're not explaining that one.
It's for the next episode.
Yeah, we damn sure ain't explaining that on there. Hell no. Oh man, let me.
Maybe when Vega's here.
Maybe yes, we can do that when Vega's here. See, I don't know if we even want to do that. That's risky.
I feel Vega would just say it anyways.
Vega probably will. That's so risky. Like I feel like Vega gonna get us canceled, and we're not even in syndication. Like, we're not even. All right, I got all my chats pulled up. I got the YouTube chat pulled up. I got the Facebook chat pulled up. I got the Twitch chat pulled up. Oh,
what about the Instagram?
I was literally about to say.
Miss Brianna is in the chat.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Okay.
All right, now I'm back. Is Brianna? Oh, no, Brianna
listening while she's making pasteleos.
I mean, can a brother get some pasteleos?
Like what?
Can a brother get
how
some?
How the hell are you just
can
say
I get a couple?
You're making those, knowing
if you
who you're telling.
If you ain't dropping none off, then what is the point?
Right? Like we didn't need to know that. I mean, thank you for listening.
Oh, 100%.
Obviously.
100%,
but we didn't have to know you were making pasteleos if we ain't getting any.
Right? Right? All right, I got the Instagram chat pulled up. Thank you, Megan.
That's teasing.
I know, right? That's horrible.
It is.
Tease.
God.
Oh, my God. So.
The audacity.
We got some interesting news happening today. First of all, really quick, I forgot to do it last show, but I want to say R.I.P. to the legend.
Yes.
Eddie Van Halen.
Yes.
It was Eddie, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Eddie Van Halen, R.I.P.
Yep.
That dude could play the hell out of guitar.
Oh, dude.
Oh, man. That dude could play the hell out of a guitar. I mean, I'm sure, obviously, his life is way more than that. But
no, yeah, for sure.
You know,
but
man, he could play the hell out of a guitar.
When I'm front porch chilling, if you will.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the people I'm listening to.
Is Eddie Van Halen?
Yeah. Well, I mean Van Halen, obviously,
but
I mean, obviously, he was part of it. So that's
he was. I mean, him and his brother.
were. Oh yeah, for sure.
Because they would switch. They switched lead singers like Destiny's Child, dude. Like they would just. It's like one video was David Lee Roth. Next video was Sammy Hagar.
Yeah.
I saw one where it was like some random dude. I was like, who the hell is this? Who the hell is this guy over here? Oh man, yeah. He wasn't even that old, man.
No.
He was what, like 56, I want to say.
He was.
Oh, that's right. We have the technology.
He was born in 1955. So
It doesn't give his like just his age.
no.
60
65?
Yeah, 65.
Is it
Yeah.
65?
Yeah, 65.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
That sounds right.
that's-
When I saw it on
that's
Facebook.
young, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's young.
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
we got politicians that are 70 and 80, and Eddie Van Halen dies at 56. Jeez.
65.
65.
Yeah.
65. He should have ran for office.
He should have. He would have done a better job than most of them.
Should have ran for office. And there's our political talk for the day.
See? That's it. That's it. Quick and to the point.
Oh man, Meg, how are you?
I'm delightful.
How have you been? I feel like I haven't seen you in quite a long time. You were supposed to be on the first episode of the show that I'm still going to do, that you're going to be on the first episode of my part-time plant-based show.
Yeah.
And we just have to we were going to do it, and then the situation happened, which we don't mention its name on the
we
show.
say the germ.
Yeah, we say the germ or the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, the situation happened, and then we weren't able to start filming it. So I feel like I haven't seen you in like almost a year.
It's been a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while. How have you been? What is new? What's shaking? What's moving? What's grooving?
You're like taking all my like little catchphrases here.
Oh, are those your? Oh,
I'm
okay.
moving, I'm grooving, I'm thriving.
Oh man. So that's what's been going on. You've been moving and grooving and thriving.
Yeah, just bopping around, you know.
Are you still a Quidditch commissioner?
It's not.
That's
Quidditch.
awesome.
It is not Quidditch.
It should be.
It is not.
It should be.
Oh, it's
No.
absolutely Quidditch.
No,
it
I
is-
know.
Yeah.
It is Quidditch. So like with Quidditch, yes, like I'm still working part-time for them, which is wonderful.
What is it? What is the organization called? Is it just called Quidditch?
US Quidditch.
Oh, wow. U.S. Quidditch.
Yes. So we're the national governing body in the United States for the sport of Quidditch.
Good Lord.
That is awesome.
That's
Yeah. It's a real sport,
wow.
everyone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, you don't fly,
Yeah,
but
No.
do they
That would be awesome.
use brooms?
There are brooms in the game, though not actual brooms. They're like PVC pipe that's
And
used as the broom.
they ride them.
Yeah, like otherwise, without it, it's kind of like dodgeball.
I was about
what's
to say,
the extra
without the
obstacle?
I feel like the broom is what makes it
Yeah.
Quidditch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I cannot wait till the day that they start making like hovering brooms.
Right.
You know it's coming.
Oh,
And Quidditch goes to
Right.
the next level. I am here for it.
dude, I am. Dude, look, it needs to be in the Olympics.
Oh my God. Is Quidditch full contact?
It is, yeah.
Oh, even better.
And the even better part of that is that both like males, females, and non-gender conforming individuals all play on the same team. So
that's
it's
dope.
not divided by
Yeah.
gender at all. It is everyone's on the same team doing the same thing.
Are there ever any like super hard hits in Quidditch?
With any full contact sport,
I like it.
that happens.
I like it more and more.
Right up my alley.
I've never asked you all this. Every time I'm around you, like we joke about Quidditch, but I never asked. Like I never knew it was full contact. I had no
Yeah.
idea.
That's
Man, that
fantastic.
is amazing. That is so amazing.
It is.
I'm so happy about that.
Right.
Really quick, Melody is in the chat.
What up, Mel?
She's a mom. Melody always posts like weird ass workout videos. So like she's on her fitness journey, right? And she does boxing and she lifts and things like that. But then there'll be like an exercise that she'll post on her story,
Yeah.
right? And I'll be like, what the hell is that? Like, what does that do? So I'll message her, right?
Right.
I'll be like, hey, I'll reply to the story, and I'll be like, so what is this called? Like,
Yeah.
it looks interesting. Maybe I'll try it. Like, what does it work? And she's like, I have no idea. I just made it up. So, but
hey, if it's
I work up a sweat and I'm sore afterwards.
Yeah.
So it's doing something. So I'm like, okay. So now I go to her for my for my obscure fitness. I go to her.
Cool. Real quick, Bree said she told us she would bring us some in rice. I don't remember that.
I don't remember her.
Unless
saying
that was like
either.
in another.
I mean,
podcast.
but listen, shh, maybe she won't. Don't make her change.
But
her
she
mind.
says, "I got y'all bet."
okay, right now.
Oh my bad.
Bring it over right now.
John Doe is in the building.
Oh, John Deasy. Hold on, let me. He's a dad.
And Miss Amber Vera is in the chat, and she's a mom.
Oh, Amber's a mom.
What up, Amber?
What up, Amber? So yeah, Quidditch is full contact, huh?
It is.
I had no idea. So are there do they wear pads? Have you ever played, or are you just the commissioner? Okay, so okay, so to get it straight, people, she's not the commissioner. I've just decided that I'm going to call her the commissioner.
I mean,
the Quidditch commissioner.
Works for me, huh?
Yeah, it works for me
Hey.
too.
Yeah.
So what? So okay, what is it that you are?
I'm the strategic planning manager.
Sounds like a commissioner.
Sounds like a commissioner to me.
We have an executive director.
That doesn't sound like a
That
commissioner.
doesn't sound like a commissioner.
But
Like, is there anybody with the specific role of commissioner?
so when the sport first started, yes, but that has since evolved into the title executive director.
Oh,
So I guess that is the commissioner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we'll let them keep that for now.
Yeah.
But when they're gone, I think you need to take up the mantle of commissioner.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Should.
I think you should. I think you should. There was a I text you the other day. There was a Harry Potter bar crawl that so I walk into Barley House, right? And I'm like, there's this dude wearing this like red wig with glasses. And I'm like, okay. He didn't look like the type to wear a wig, right? And I'm like, okay, all right, whatever. And then I saw a chick with a wand. And I'm like, that's not what you normally see when you walk in Barley House, right? And I'm like, I know it's October, but like what's happening? Is there a costume party I didn't know about? But then I started seeing like more people with glasses and the robe, like the full robes. And I was kind of like, oh, it's a wizard convention. I didn't think Harry Potter. I was like, oh, there's wizards here. Because that's how my brain works, right? And so then I asked one of the bartenders, I was like, yo, what's going on? They were like, oh, it's a Harry Potter bar crawl. And I was like, that's a thing? And then the people next to me had like their Harry Potter box with their wands and stuff. It was pretty cool.
There is a bar crawl for every
Literally.
these
Literally.
days.
Yeah, literally. Is there a dinosaur? There has to be a dinosaur.
be.
bar
If
crawl.
there's not,
there
let's
should be.
go.
We'll start some.
Jurassic
We'll start
Park is
one.
coming out next summer.
It is.
Next,
Yeah.
Oh,
next
is it?
installation. Yeah,
The third
next
one.
June.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Really quick, Mr. Willie Delgado is in the chat on
What up,
Instagram.
William F?
He's over on the gram. Yeah, it's quite an interesting thing. Like the whole Harry Potter culture is like, holy crap! Like you guys are dedicated.
It's a lot, you know? Well, and I will say, like, you know, the sport itself has been trying to move away from, like, the Harry Potter ties.
Okay.
And so, you know, trying to kind of, like, come into its own. Like, you know, like, we've grown up. We're like, all right. So,
Like we're whole ass adults now,
like,
but we're
thanks,
still.
Mom and Dad. Like,
I feel that's going to be kind of hard to do, though, because
Yeah.
no one knew what Quidditch was until the movies and the books.
Okay, so wait, was it made up by them, or was Quidditch a thing before that?
it was not a thing. So,
Yeah,
like,
so,
the root of
I mean, it sounds very British.
Yeah.
Quidditch. Quidditch, yo chap.
Cheerio.
Cheerio, jolly good. Toodle pip. Toodle and all that good rubbish.
That's rubbish.
Oh man, we're gonna get canceled.
Yeah, we are.
So y'all
Had a good run.
So y'all are trying. Mama Lou. Mama Lou is in the chat on Instagram.
What up?
So y'all are trying to move away from the Harry Potter influence. Is that what y'all are trying to do?
We are, you know, and especially with J.K. Rowling having not a great streak of like not supporting the transgender community, and with our sport supporting transgender community and just the LGBTQIA plus community as a whole is like a really important pillar in part of our mission for us. So
Isn't that's so weird that she like it's one thing if you're like I don't agree with it, but like she came out and was like denouncing
multiple times.
Damn,
like,
homie.
you could, like it wasn't like a one and done. It was like, all right, I did that thing,
Yeah.
but I'm going to do more things.
And,
Like,
and the crazy thing about it is like, okay, at this point, like you're already richer than the royalty over in England, right? You're rich. At this point, like you won. You won. You don't have to do anything else for the rest of your life.
Right.
And she's printing money because they're going to keep making Harry Potter adjacent movies.
Oh, yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I mean? Adjacent is something we say on here a lot. So they're going to make Harry Potter adjacent movies, right? They're not going to let it go. So she's going to keep getting money no matter what.
Yeah.
Right.
Like all you got to do at this point is just not say anything stupid.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure her publicist was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like she probably texted her that night when she read it and was like, "Jesus, are you serious?"
But then again, there's people who just don't care on both sides. You know what I mean? Like, there's people on both sides of everything that just whatever the hell that comes to their head,
they just say.
They say it.
Man,
so if one side could do it, then the other side's going to be like, well, I'm going to say some outlandish shit.
True.
You know what I mean? Like,
True.
Unfortunately, that's how it goes.
But who?
Not saying I agree with it.
But who asked her? Like, did
you know what I mean?
Did somebody ask her? Is that?
That's the person who should be like, hey, why are you asking this?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, did somebody ask her and then she said these things, or was she just sitting there eating her bowl of Cheerios?
It just felt
and
like,
was like, you know what?
Well, like, and if you look at the time of like when she posted those tweets, like in UK time, I'm assuming she was there. Like it looked like later in the evening, and I'm like, what are you drinking?
Yeah. She might have been,
like, what's going on?
She might have been sipping on the elixirs over there.
Something.
She might have been over there sipping on some scissor. Why would you? That's what makes it weird too. Like, okay, I could understand. Everybody has their views, right? And everybody has the right to their view.
Mm-hmm.
If she was in an interview and somebody asked her, and then she was like, "This is how I feel about it,"
for sure,
I can't fault her for that.
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the same thing as when Jordan Peele, right? When they were talking to him about casting white actors as leads in his movies, and he was like, "I probably wouldn't do that." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody flipped out on him, but there's been other directors that have said the same thing about black leads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he was asked.
Yeah.
He wasn't just out there on Twitter at 3 a.m. like,
bam,
fuck you, whitey. I'm not putting this.
You know what? I feel like I'm gonna just say this.
Yeah.
Like,
he wasn't just randomly on Twitter tweeting out, you know, I'll never cast a white person in my movies. Right? Fuck that.
And
like,
he didn't even say it in like a,
and it,
like when I heard it, I didn't feel disrespected by it.
Well, what he said was, he was like, that story's been told. It's been told plenty of times.
Yeah.
I mean, historically, you got to figure movies have been around for what? Let's just say 100 years,
for
right?
Sure.
White leads have been
dominated.
the dominant thing for at least 98.9%
probably say
of
99.
those years. 99 of those years.
You know what I mean? Like,
so yeah, that story has been told. Even in video games, right? It's something that starts happening in video games. So there's a lot of games that get made now, you know, that have like women leads. Even there's a few games with trans leads or just non-gender conforming leads or things like that. And it's like, listen, the chiseled jaw white lead protagonist has been done to death in every video game that you can think of. You know what I mean? Like it's been done. Hell, Metroid had to trick you. Like the original Metroid, you didn't find out that was a woman until you beat the game. Right. And then you had to do some extra shit. And then it was like, oh shit, wait, this person's wearing a bikini. That's a woman. They had to trick you into doing it. Even Tomb Raider had to put big boobs on the character to get her. Although Tomb Raider was a solid fucking game.
Tomb Raider was a solid game.
Tomb Raider was a solid game. Yeah, that was solid. But yeah, it's wild. Like that story has been told plenty of times. Yeah. But the thing of her coming out and saying like what did she say exactly? Was she like she would never cast a transgender person in any of her movies?
She just like denounced it. It was just like, no, like a transgender man, like it's not a man. Like
that's so
like,
weird.
It just was like, nope, that's not a thing.
That's so weird to me. Real quick, Mr. Julian Mendez is in the chat with us.
What up, Jules?
What up, Jules?
Ruckus, son.
Yeah, that's such a weird thing for her to just come out and randomly say. You think it's the money? You think she's gotten to a point to where it's like, listen, I'm never going to be broke.
Right.
Like she has to actively go out of her way to ever be broke. You know what I mean? Like she literally has to. I mean, she's worth. It's in the billions, right? Billionaires usually have to try to go broke. I mean, think about this, dude. Bill Gates gives away half his money every year,
and he's still a billionaire.
Still a billionaire. Like he's still like once you're at billionaire status, like it's so hard for you to go broke. Even if just some of your money's in the bank, like it's making money. It's just it's ridiculous. So you think she got to the point to where she's like she has so much money now that she's like, fuck it, I'm gonna say whatever I want to say, and what are you gonna do about it?
Probably.
You know what I mean? And she still owns the rights to Harry Potter, right? Like it's still hers, if I'm not mistaken.
At the end of the day, things trickle back to her, but like Warner Brothers does have like a heavy hand in what's going on.
They have, I'm sure they have the movie rights. I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they have the movie rights, but JK like usually like signs off on stuff.
I think I was reading that like they can't really make changes or anything unless she like approves of it.
So I have it right here.
Okay, you have her net worth.
In 2016, New York Times estimated her net worth at $1.2 billion after taxes. But she dropped off Forbes billionaires in 2012.
Oh,
which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense at all.
Forbes estimated her net worth at $650 million in 2017. More recent reputable estimates of Rowling's net worth aren't publicly available.
Wow. Well,
she's probably a billionaire.
She's probably a billionaire.
Yeah, she's probably
2012 though, like wasn't that? It was 2011 or 2012, like when the last movie came out.
I don't know. You tell me. You're the Quidditch commissioner, so you tell.
I swear.
Oh man, you tell me, ma'am. You this is your realm.
This is your warehouse.
I'm just the captain of this ship. The Harry Potter realm is all you. That's all you.
Julian said Microsoft money.
Yeah. She has it.
Yeah.
Listen, anybody, good on her. I'm happy that she's rich. I'm very disappointed on her expressing her views the way that she did. You know what I mean? Like, I will never be disappointed in somebody for having their opinion because it's their opinion. And at the end of the day, your opinions don't really affect people. But when you
it's how you
is when you come out and blatantly just say stuff, then the people that follow you sometimes will be in a position to where they're like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to start thinking like that too. Yeah. But here's the crazy part. I know a ton of trans people that are all like Harry Potter people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are you doing to your fans? Like you're kind of shitting on your fans.
Well, it's kind of like when like LGBTQIA like plus people like go to Chick-fil-A. Like that's a whole
that whole thing. And those sandwiches are so good too. But Jesus. What didn't the CEO or something say that he like didn't support gay marriage or something like that?
Probably.
I think that's what it was.
Probably.
That's horrible. Like, listen, everybody deserves to be unhappy. Like, let them if they want to be miserable the rest of their life, man, more power to them. Have at it. Yeah, I did a few talks at some schools, and I would tell like high school kids and middle school kids, and it sounds horrible, but I'd always say like, yo, live your life and be who you are, be who you're going to be, because the people that are going to like hate on those things, by the time y'all are out here running the world, they're going to be dead. Yeah. You know what I mean? Which sounds horrible, but it's the truth. Yeah. Like every year, more and more of those people, quite frankly, die off.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, there's always.
Hold on, let me finish my thought real quick. You have, and you have like a younger generation that's coming in. Now here's the tricky part. The younger generation that's coming in may have been guided by them and may have that same mindset, but they are a lot more pliable, if you will. Sure. You know what I mean? Like an older mind is a lot harder to change than a younger mind. It's a lot easier to get a younger person to see a different perspective than a person who's in their 50s, 60s, 70s, who's been this way for 70 plus years. You know what I mean? That person's not changing. You know what I mean? You got politicians that are literally 70, 80 years old. Their parents probably owned slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like when you really think about it, like these people were around when being gay was illegal, basically, or being trans, like you were killed and nobody batted an eye about it. You know what I mean? At least now people will get arrested because it's murder. Yeah. It's still not where it needs to be at all.
No, yeah, for sure.
But during that time, there was literal witch hunts and stuff for, you know what I'm saying? So these people were around for that. When you have a younger mind, you can be like, hey man, like, look, you are, what the fuck are you thinking?
Well, that's true. But what I was getting at is because like I remember when I was little, I was hearing this stuff too. Like, oh, those people are dying, and then I'm 37, and like those people when I was young died, but there's still people.
Yeah, there's definitely still new
to me,
ones.
it's not like a generation thing. It's an age thing.
Yes.
Younger people are more accepting, more outgoing. And when you get older, sometimes your views change.
True.
Because you're older, you're mad about the world or whatever, and then you just hate everything. So to me, it's not really a generational thing. We're like, oh, we'll just have to wait for these people to die off.
Right. Well, no, I'm not saying that you have to wait for them to die off. I was just saying by the time that those kids
for sure.
are running the world, the people that are holding them down now will be gone.
Well, but there's still going to be people holding them down.
Well, the difference between when we were younger and in these kids now is that younger people now have a much more powerful voice than we did. Because we didn't have internet at all.
Yeah.
We didn't have movements. We didn't have, you know what I mean? There was never a time where you could literally send a text and have 1,000 kids show up to you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't have that. Yeah. It's a lot. That's why I say, like, you know, as these people die off and the younger people are coming up, they have a much more powerful voice now.
Yeah.
They just have to use it. You just got to get out there and like use it.
They have to use it the right way too.
Yeah. Use it the proper way. Yeah.
You just can't be like, oh, this is what I'm supporting.
Don't just be tweeting bullshit at 3 a.m. Like
everybody should have a voice, especially now. But if you're not going to use it the way it should be, then it's not going to get heard.
You're right, or it might get heard too much.
They
say the what is it? The loud minority, the ones with the negative things to say, usually get heard the most. Even in like when you really think about it, look at media, right? Media focuses on the negative more than it focuses on anything positive. You know what I mean? I was watching Joe Rogan earlier today, and he was talking about something, and he was like, you almost never see a viral video of like a cop pulling somebody over, having a joke with him, and then being like, hey man, just, you know, slow the speed down, you know, and carry on. He was like, there's millions of interactions like that every day. Yeah. But the minute they do something negative, that's all over the place. And it's like that. It's like that for almost anything. Like you never really see the good and stuff. It's with athletes, right? Yeah. Athletes do something good, and it's like, you know, people kind of shit on it, like, we're giving them credit for being a human being, but these guys aren't out here doing this shit for the credit. They just did it, but then let them do something negative, and it's on every single news outlet, like every single one. You know what I mean? So it's like, also really quick, Ducky is in.
What up, Ducky?
Ducky's in the chat. Yeah, it's like negative things seem to get more play than positive things. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like when JK came out and said what she said, right? Yeah. That was everywhere. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm the captain. It was everywhere, right? But before that, nobody really talked. I mean, obviously some people did. If you followed it, you knew. Yeah. But no news was talking about how this woman is a billionaire from writing books. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, why did we never talk about that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, why didn't we never talk about I mean, I'm assuming she wrote the books herself, right? So that's a self-made billionaire. Right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Like
you created a world.
Yeah. Off of some shit you made up. You're a billionaire from some shit that you just made up.
In your head. Yeah.
Some random stuff. A kid gets taken away to Hogwarts. Like, who the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Taken away? You make it sound like he's abducted.
I mean, listen. I didn't say abducted. I said taken away. The train took him away. Did he know the train was going to fly? Did the train fly?
No.
Or did it just teleport to Hogwarts? How do you get to Hogwarts? Is there a road?
You go on the train.
Yeah, I understand that. But does it teleport or does it fly?
I mean, you have to be able to walk to platform in a 9 3/4, which is like you have to be wizard to get
so much
to
about
that.
this. It's awesome. Oh my God. Awesome. I love it. I love it. This is it's dope because I know nothing about it. I even worked at Borders Books for a lot of the book launches.
Borders?
Yeah, for a lot of the book launches, I was right at Borders Books in Westlake. I was the only. If you've ever walked in Borders Books in Westlake and saw a black person working, that was me, because there was one. There was one in the history of that store. There was one. I asked. I found out there was one. That was me.
Also, rest in peace, Borders.
I know. Oh
Rest
my
in
God. Yeah,
peace.
we gotta pour some out for Borders. Such a great store. I loved working there. Like I loved working there. Oh, my man Barbara in the Cut is in the chat on Instagram. And I think Mr. Steven Feliciano is in the chat on Instagram
Steven?
as well.
Hi, Steven.
Wait, do you know Steven?
Yes, I know Steven.
Where the hell do you know Steven?
Okay, I was talking to Mary earlier about this. I was like, how does Tiger know Steven?
I've known Steven for like
10 years?
10 years, 10 plus years. Wow. Yeah. He is
Actually more.
Yeah,
Longer,
he's
maybe
my
12.
my buddy Cam. That's his ex-brother-in-law.
Wow.
Yeah. Our friend Bree that was going to bring us the
Yes.
that's her brother.
Small
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even one of the security guards at Velvet Dog, remember we walked in, he was like, "Yo, you guys know crazy ass Steve?"
Right?
It's like, yeah, we know.
Sure do.
We know everybody. We know everybody. We're all
do know
we're all
everyone.
inclusive.
Yep.
The Two Endangered Mammals is an all inclusive podcast. We welcome everyone with open arms. Except for
Not just the podcast though. Like that's how we are. Like out.
No, fuck that. It ends right here.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's how we are in real life. Yeah, what you see is what you get.
It's
As long as you
true.
ain't hurting nobody, fuck it.
What you see,
I'm your friend.
What you see is what
You
you,
know what I
get.
mean?
And I mean, even if you hurt somebody, what did they do? Like that, you know what I
No,
mean?
yeah. I mean, yeah.
It
Like,
depends on
if
what
it's
they
like
did.
Defense or something.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. I mean, if if they
But if
said
you're
if they said something about your mom, well,
Yeah,
maybe
you
you
might
gotta
have to hurt somebody.
Got to slap them
you
up
know?
one time.
Yeah.
You know,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
It
That's my
happens.
mom. I'm gonna.
Another interesting thing about the Meg-A-Nator over there is that she is a plant-based individual. Like you live a plant-based lifestyle. I
do.
myself, I'm part-time plant-based, but yeah, she made me some of my first few vegan meals. She made a bean soup that was pretty tasty. Do you remember that? And then you made
The avocado pasta.
oh yeah,
Oh, that sounds-
the avocado.
That sounds phenomenal.
It
good.
was.
Not really much of a soup person,
No,
but that
you brought
avocado
me some
pasta?
vegan wings one time too.
I did.
Yeah, they were the tofu ones.
From-
Since then I've had the cauliflower version, which is they're really good too.
Okay.
They're really good too. Where did you get those? The
wings?
the tofu wings. Yeah.
Melt.
Really?
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Melt has vegan stuff.
Melt has so much vegan stuff.
I mean, it's based on cheese. Like
It's-
the whole place is.
But they've
cheese.
got cheese with a Z.
Wait a minute. Hold that thought really quick. Peppy No Neck is in
Oh,
the chat. Peppy No Neck is in the chat on Instagram.
What up, pops? That's my dad.
And he said, "I've been here for 20 minutes."
Oh,
I think he's.
And you're
I think
just
he's-
now?
Yeah, he's just now telling us that he's.
all right.
Okay, please, Meg, continue. Didn't mean to interrupt. you.
No. Just
do you
cheese
mean?
with a Z.
I was like, "What do you mean? No, you're just not going to continue?" She's like, "No,
No.
I'm not doing it."
I refuse. It's over.
Have you been vegan your entire life, or is it something that like you started later on in life?
Later on, I was vegetarian for a few years and
Mm-hmm.
then became vegan.
So you were an omnivore for a while, and then was like, "I'm not going to eat meat anymore." Did you still eat fish or anything during that time?
I never was a seafood fish person to begin with. So I really would only eat I worked at Boston Market when I decided to become a vegan.
I feel like that's a terrible place to work.
Horrible place to work.
So you decided to go full blown vegan at
I guess-
Boston Market.
Sorry, I should rephrase. I went vegetarian.
Real quick, shout out to Mike Ventura in the chat on Instagram.
Jackie
All right, go
P
ahead.
is on Facebook.
Jackie P is on Facebook.
What up,
That's-
Mom?
That's Pun's mom.
Oh, hello.
And she said she loves soup.
Oh man. Okay, go ahead, Megan.
Oh, you're good. No, I went vegetarian when I was working at Boston Market.
Oh, okay. Okay. How
Then-
did that go?
I mean, I'm vegan now, so it happened.
I mean, clearly it went well, but like, so were you when you were working there? Was it hard to go straight like vegan and vegetarian while you're working in like a meat industry?
it wasn't like, it was one of those things. Like I wish I had like a more inspirational reason for doing it. It was purely because I was bored and I was like, I'm going to try something different.
Okay. That is as good of a reason.
Right?
So I have this saying, right? There's no right reason to make positive changes in your life. And the reason I say that is because there's no wrong reason, because it's a positive change. You know what I'm saying? If anything that is going to benefit you or move you forward, the reason for you making that change, there is no right or wrong reason. It's just it's a good thing no matter what. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of like, not to turn this to me, but I'm going to turn this to me. My reasons for being straight edge, right? There's no story. Like, I wasn't beat as a child by a drunk parent. I didn't have no traumatizing experience. I just never decided to drink. You know what I mean? And like, drugs never interested me. So I'm straight edge. You know what I mean? I didn't even put a label to it until, living in DC and meeting a bunch of straight edge people. And they were like, oh, you're straight edge. I'm like, I don't know what that means. And they're like, well, you don't drink or do drugs, right? I'm like, no, I don't. They're like, oh, you're straight edge. I'm like, I'm just me. And then after a while, I was like, you know what, whatever. I'll claim edge. I'll claim it. Just to, I was bored. I was bored, and there was this hardcore chick I had a crush on. So I was like, yeah, I'm straight. You're straight. Yeah, I'm straight edge too.
I'll be whatever you want me to be.
Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah.
So the truth comes out.
Yeah. Straight edge for chicks. Oh man, if only that worked.
Yeah, right.
So you were saying you decided to your reasonings for going vegan. You were bored.
Yeah, so vegetarian, I was like, I want to try something different. It was summer after freshman year of college, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try 30 days without meat.
30 days.
And then here we are, like, oh goodness, like 9 years later.
Years later. Wow.
Damn.
So you did a 30-day challenge and it turned into a lifestyle.
Yeah, I liked it.
I kind of did that with dairy. I was like, I'm going to see if I can do no dairy for a month. And it just turned into I don't do dairy anymore. Although I'm not like strictly, like, listen, if somebody has a pizza, I'll eat a slice. I'll eat a slice. You know what I mean? Like if I want some pizza rolls one day, maybe I'll eat dairy like once every few months or something like that. But yeah, I usually do no dairy.
No, I get that. Like when I go to Taco Bell, there's a Chipotle sauce that's really good. And I'm like, I don't know if there's dairy in this, but I'm going to remain ignorant to this and just order this because it's so good.
I don't think there's dairy in the Chipotle sauce, to be honest with you. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think there is.
I'm just like trying to feel like I'm a badass when I eat it. Like,
there you go.
Like, oh.
Going against the grain.
Ooh.
I had not too long ago, I don't know if I sent you the picture of it. There was a plant-based junk food thing that was going on in town. A bunch of this food truck from like L.A.
Oh shit!
And it was called plant-based junk food. And a friend of mine brought me a barbecue chicken sandwich.
You did send me
I
a
sent
photo
you the picture
of
of it, right,
yep.
Bro? It was delicious.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the fact that like the bun was like huge, you know what I mean. I'm trying to cut back on my carb intake, but yeah, it was a delicious. Woo. I looked like I took a bite and I had to keep looking at it because it looked like chicken. Yeah. And I was like, there's no way.
Right.
There's no way that this doesn't have freaking chicken in it.
That's like I a few months back went to a restaurant with my dad and I got the Beyond Burger. My dad got a normal burger. And when they brought both out, the server was like, I think this one's yours. I think this one's yours. And my dad's looking at both of the burgers. He's like, I don't trust this. He's like, I don't like this. He's like, why does yours look like mine?
Yeah. The Beyond Burgers look really good.
Yeah,
you know they bleed.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So what they do is they make blood out of plant matter.
Okay.
And that's the trick. That's why it tastes like me. It's because of the blood.
Yeah.
I actually got a chance. One of the companies that was making them, this is years and years ago, they were in town at a buddy's restaurant, and they were, bringing in the Beyond Burger, stuff like that. And I got a chance to do some taste testing, and they gave me some of the blood, and they were like, taste this. And I tasted it, and they were like, what does it taste like? I was like, tastes like I got punched in the mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Right?
it tastes like blood. Like you put a bunch of pennies in your mouth. You know what I mean? It tastes like blood. And they were like, that's the trick. Like, that's the trick. That's what makes the difference.
Okay.
They're delicious. You can get them everywhere now.
Yeah,
They're
you can.
so good.
They got them at White Castle. They got them at Burger King. You can get a Beyond Burger at Burger King.
I tried the Burger King.
I did too.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Well,
not even
Burger
gonna
King
lie.
has the Impossible Burger.
Yeah, that's
The Impossible
Yeah.
Burger. The Beyond Burger is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
A little
yeah.
different. I mean, same
General
essence,
concept.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of like Q-tips and cotton swabs. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same, but it's not.
It was
Yeah.
a cotton swab.
yeah. The actual thing is a cotton swab, but everybody calls it
a
Q-tip. Or
Q-tip.
like rollerblades. Like,
Right? Like, no, that's
those
the
are-
brand.
Yeah, it's a brand.
It's inline skating.
Oh man, yeah, it's so yeah. The Burger King has the Impossible Burger. Which one does White Castle have? Is that the
even
Impossible
know.
or is that the Beyond?
I didn't even know White Castle still
Yeah, they have.
existed.
They still exist in some
Do they?
places. Yeah,
Okay.
you got to travel though.
Ah.
You ain't just gonna go. You used to be able to just go right up the street, but not anymore.
Yeah.
If I had
Which
the
was
money,
fantastic.
if I had that J.K. Rowling money,
Right?
Is it rolling or rolling?
Sure.
Okay, whatever. If I had J.K.'s money, I would open a White Castle.
A White Castle?
Also, real quick, the Chocolate Girl Wonder
Oh,
is in the
shit.
chat on Instagram.
What up, Key? How are you feeling?
And also, the one and only DJ Q Nice is in the chat with us on Instagram. Yeah, I would definitely open a White Castle, 100%. But I would make it like a lot better for you. You know what I mean? Like a healthier White Castle.
It wouldn't be White Castle then.
Oh, it'd be White Castle.
Yeah, no, it
it'd be
wouldn't.
Black Castle.
It-
We'd paint White Castle black. I'm gonna open a restaurant and I'm gonna call it Black Castle. You just watch. You just wait. This is gonna happen. This is happening, sir. This
No,
is
yeah,
happening.
like if you change the name, that'll be cool. But like if I'm going to White Castle, it's got to be just as bad as it was before.
I mean, here's the thing. It was never really bad for you. They were just tiny burgers.
Yeah,
You can still go to like Walgreens and buy a
yeah,
box
you
of
could.
them.
Yeah,
you know?
I do.
I do it pretty
sometimes.
often.
Yeah,
I do it pretty often. Yeah.
You know
can't-
we're
can't
awesome
get
there.
You can't get the Impossible ones there though,
No.
Megan. Sorry for
That's
your.
okay.
Sorry for your loss.
You know what else we're
Alright.
awesome? Even more than the burgers sometimes.
What
The chicken rings.
Why are we talking about all the things that Megan can't eat? The chicken
sorry.
rings.
Just put like a Z at the end of it and I can have it.
The chicken rings.
Chicken
Rings.
Yeah.
I feel like any vegan, vegetarian food, it's like, here's chick apostrophe N. Chicken.
Oh man. You know what I had recently is vegan cheesecake. And it was delish. Holy crap.
Still
I
wanna
also
try
had
it.
no, that was different. So that was the keto cheesecake
Oh.
at
Town Hall?
at Town Heasy. But I had a friend of mine made some vegan cheesecake and I was like, holy crap, this is pretty freaking good. And I was like, how do you, but I kind of feel like you got to call it something else. You know what I mean? Kind of feel like you don't get to call it cheesecake at that point.
That's why there's a Z in it.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
That's why the Z is there. Real quick, my sister Patrice is in the chat.
What up, Patrice?
I feel offended that my other sisters don't be in the chat as much as Patrice. Patrice is like the dedicated fan,
Yeah.
like 100% dedicated. Key said, "Hi friends, I feel like shit, but it's fine. You guys are making it all better." Shout out to Chocolate Girl Wonder
yeah.
in the
Aw.
chat on Instagram. Yeah, I feel like the marketing team behind like vegan lifestyles, they could use some work.
They could.
Which is why I wanted to do my show, because like you always know the vegans in the room because they start yelling at you that they're vegan. You know what I mean? It's kind of like,
It's so horrible.
It-
but
it-
it's so true.
and you know who else is like that? Straight edge people. You always know straight edge people because they're yelling at you that they're straight edge. Like they're fucking pissed at you. Don't poison your body. But I'm definitely not like that. And you know what?
Same.
You're not like, you are a vegan person that I can tolerate. There's
Thank you.
another vegan.
You can tolerate me.
I can tolerate you. Another vegan person that I can tolerate is my friend TG, T to the G. He's definitely a vegan person that I can tolerate. Real quick, we're going to do a quick intermission for everybody that's watching on Instagram. I'm about to sign out and then sign back in because we're hitting our 50-something minute mark for
Are we?
Instagram.
It's been 50 minutes?
Yeah, time flies.
crap.
Time
Yeah, it
flies.
has.
So everybody that's in the Instagram chat, just sign back in or refresh in like literally a minute,
Yeah.
and we'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
No, you can go ahead.
Oh, I feel like when you were talking about like how like you always know the straight edge people because they're always yelling at you.
Right.
Like that's never been you. I feel you were one of the most supportive.
I agree.
That's because I'm a cheerleader for foolishness.
Person when it comes to extracurricular activities.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, especially when it comes to me. Like,
So the only thing that the only issue that I have as far as like you know, being straight edge and people drinking and stuff, right, is when people just automatically assume that I'll be their designated driver.
no, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like I know
not
people
okay.
that are like, "Oh, Tiger straight edge, he
Full
can
drive.
He can drive." You know what I'm saying? And that's never okay. Like,
No, yeah.
don't ever just assume that I'm gonna just be your DD, if you will.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, like my dad's saying is always like, assumptions are the root of a lot of fuck ups.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You know what? And your dad is
That's-
absolutely correct.
That's a
100%. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I think we're gonna put that on a shirt.
The assumption. And what was it?
Assumptions are the root of a lot of fuck ups.
Yeah, 100%.
I like
you know
it.
what? I'm on board with that.
I like it.
I'm here for it. Belsky said, "Preach, Tiger." It happens a lot. Like I dated somebody one time, and she went out with her friends and like met me downtown, and she got blammered, and she was the one driving. All of them got hammered, and I was like, "Yo, how are y'all getting back?" And she was like, "Oh, I thought you'd drive." I'm like, "Why would you think that?" And she's like, "Because you don't drink." And I'm like, "Fam, I'm not driving out to Minner to drive you and your." First of all, I'm not dealing with all you cackling hens.
No,
I'm not doing
not at all.
I'm not doing that. But I'm not driving out to Minner to drop y'all off, then drive back home, and then drive back out to Minner to give you your car for you to drive me back. Yeah, I'm not doing all that.
No, that's
not,
too much work.
Yeah, I'm like, you better holler at an Uber.
Right.
You better Uber it up.
The only time I ever really assumed somebody would be driving is Cam.
Here's the thing, though. Like with you guys, it's fine because like we're going together. If you drink, okay, I can drive. It's not a problem.
But
like,
I still didn't assume. You know what? I shouldn't even say that about Cam.
yeah,
Like I never assumed that he was just going to drive because he didn't drink.
yeah.
He chose to make that decision because he knew
You brought this on yourself.
all of his brothers drank. And they were going to have, they were going to drink if we went out.
You wanted this.
Yeah. So his mindset was just like, well, they're all going to drink. I really don't. So if they do, I won't, and I'll just be the driver. So it really, never really was like an assumption thing with him. It was just, he did it, I guess, to like, honestly, probably to keep us safe.
I mean, yeah.
Like,
yeah, if you're obviously, I would drive for you guys. I'm concerned about.
Oh no,
your
yeah,
safety.
for sure.
My girlfriend at the time, I can give a damn about her safety.
I feel like the considerate thing is to ask. Like, it should
at least
never
ask.
be an assumption. It should be a,
Yeah.
hey, here's the situation.
Can you drive?
Can you do this?
Yeah.
And like, at least you are giving a choice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, it should never be a, hey, I'm in this shitty situation. Can you save me here?
Yeah.
and then I can tell her from the gate, go fuck yourself. No, I'm kidding, people. I'm kidding. I'm a wonderful ex-boyfriend. Oh man, oh man.
Oh dear.
Which brings us to the next topic.
I was gonna say that's a great segue.
Listen, this is why I'm the captain of the ship. This is why I do what I do. We're gonna talk about single life versus dating life.
Oh, boy.
Like single life versus taken life, if you will. What do you like to call it, Meg? Do you like to call it like taken life, dating life? You just like to call it because you're taken. You're spoken for, if you will.
I am.
How are things going?
Good.
Y'all haven't broken up yet?
No.
Damn it. No, I'm just No, I know her boyfriend. He's an awesome dude. He's an awesome dude. Yeah, y'all been together for a while now, right?
Yeah, it's been like over 4 years.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Now, do you know the exact date? Like, do y'all have like an anniversary date or anything? Or you don't y'all don't get down like that?
He's gonna like slap, well, not slap me, but he's just gonna like give me a look when I get home. he knows the date. I'm always like, it's March. So,
Like, I think I just started some shit.
We picked the wrong topic, Tiger.
Like,
No, this is a perfect time.
I always wait for him to be like, happy anniversary. I'm like,
You're like, yeah.
anniversary. And like, I always make a note, like, I need to put this in my calendar.
Oh,
And then I always
God.
forget.
Probably be helpful.
Yeah, like I feel so bad because like
I think he's in the chat. I think he's in the
Did
chat.
he say, "I'm here, sir"?
I'm here, sir.
Oh, Isaac, I'm so sorry. I'm
man.
so sorry.
Listen,
dear.
Isaac is the man.
Oh, he even said it.
Oh no, what is it?
March 13th, because of a soccer game.
Oh, that's right. No, actually, you know what?
Holy
That's
crap.
how he fucking remembers.
Listen,
is because there's
hold
a
on.
soccer
Wait a
game.
minute, Meg. Wait a minute, Meg. Listen here. Can we really quick, let's just blow it up in the chat for Isaac real quick.
Hell yeah.
Representing for men all over the world.
Yup.
You know what I mean? You with your good for nothing girlfriend over here, just not
Literally
remembering.
flipping the trope.
Yeah.
Because usually it's the guys that,
Yeah.
he forgot the anniversary.
Way
No,
to go, Isaac.
You
We
know what?
appreciate you,
Hell
sir.
yeah,
we
Isaac.
We salute you,
Give
sir.
her another blow up.
We
There we
salute
go.
you, sir.
Like I
we
need like
salute
a Game
you.
of Thrones, like shame.
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 Like going at me though.
We're shaming Megan.
Oh gosh,
Oh,
no. Like
man.
I will say like he does have that soccer game to look up. So like if he forgets, like he remembers the soccer game. He's a big soccer fan.
As am I.
And so he's like,
wait, really quick. We
Yeah.
don't call it soccer in this house.
it's football.
We call it
Football.
football. No, thank you.
Yes.
Also, real quick, Gonzo is in the chat.
Flipping us off.
What up, Gonz?
He also said Ariana says hi.
Oh,
Hi,
what
Ariana.
up, Ariana?
Hello.
Okay, please continue, Meg.
No, like he has
You
that.
terrible girlfriend. Go ahead.
I know.
What's the date again?
It's March 13th.
Oh, look. Oh, now you remember. Is it because
March-
it's right in front of
It's
you?
Probably.
March 13th.
With modern technology, why don't you just put it in your
you
phone?
could literally do it
as-
right now.
Everyone, I'm putting it in my phone.
We're
now.
listen, we got you,
Oh.
Isaac. We got your back. We got your back,
man.
She's putting it in
Oh,
her
it's gonna
phone
be
right
on a
now.
Saturday in 2021.
Look at that.
Wow.
Also, the Feliciano mom is in the chat.
Oh, shit. What up?
What up, niece?
Ooh.
So
All
she's
right.
putting it. Are you putting it in your
It's-
reminders
It's
right
there.
now?
Look at that.
Okay,
Anniversary.
it is now there. Anniversary. We got your back, Isaac. We
Yep.
got your back. Isaac is like this. The dude never looks enthused. Like
Really?
I've never seen him look enthused about anything. Great guy, great guy. Like I like honestly, like great. So it's very rare that lady friends of mine have boyfriends that like I actively like. Because a lot of times when you're friends with somebody, you hear the negative.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's always, oh, my boyfriend said this, or this person said this, or, you know, so on and so forth. And like, I never hear anything negative about him. Like, it's like, he is a breath of fresh air because I don't, like, whenever I talk to you, Meg, like when we go out to eat, remember how I told you about that soul food restaurant that I didn't know about in Lakewood? And
Southern Cafe.
And then my white friend showed me. That was her.
Oh,
that was Meg. Yeah,
right.
Meg. My vegan.
My vegan white lady friend.
Yeah. Quidditch commissioner.
Hipped me to a
was
soul
like,
food
was
place.
like, hey, do you know about this soul food place? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like right in the street. I was
Like, how do you know about it?
Oh, and then I was like, yo, I tried to like save myself and be like, well, maybe it hadn't been here that long.
Yeah.
So we get there. I'm like, hey, how long have y'all been here? They were like 2 years. I'm like, how the fuck did I not know about this? But yes, so every now and again, every few months, like we'll go up there and grab a meal. And I never dread it because I know I'm not going to sit around hearing negative shit about Isaac. You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
good
He's
thing,
a
then.
solid dude.
That's-
That being said, dude never looks enthused about anything, dude. Never.
Not even when he's watching soccer?
No, his team could be winning. And he's just like, oh, this is good.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, we're doing pretty good.
You should see him though, like when. So Manchester United is his
Okay.
team.
Okay,
And so you should
okay.
see him when they're losing though. That's what I'm
Oh,
like.
that's when he gets...
Ew.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That's still not looking enthused.
Yeah.
That's looking pissed.
yeah. That's not enthused.
No, you're right.
That's what
you're
I'm saying.
right.
I've never seen him look enthused about anything. Like first time I ever met him, like after I left, I was like, I don't think he liked me at all. And Meg was like, no, he liked you. Like, he was talking about how nice you were and stuff like that. I was like, oh, you sure? You sure you're not just saying that? Like, he wasn't like, yo, fuck that dude.
You gotta meet him in Disney. Like, him
is that I gotta go.
Disney is his favorite place.
So I gotta drop $5,000 just to see us. Listen, he just gonna have to look pissed off.
Will the Disney store work?
Just put It's a Small World on in the background, and
can I
feel like we're there.
Can I turn on the Disney Channel?
Yeah.
Will that do the trick?
Wait, hold on, what do you say? You gotta see me in Disney World.
Dude, I gotta go all the way to Disney World to see you enthused, man. Jeez, that's
again. How about the Disney store? Yeah, Northern. Will that work?
Did they close?
No, they're open.
Oh, they're still open.
Oh, yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Can I wear a Mickey Mouse T-shirt and give you a shoulder rub? Will that do the trick? Will that? I'll sing "It's a Small World" in your ear. You know what I mean?
Oh my god!
Real quick, Mr. Gregorig is in the chat with us. What up, Greg?
Oh, Justin Huffgard.
He said it's okay. Mary always forgets ours, Megan.
Oh yeah, Justin's in here with us. Yeah, Justin's another one. Justin is another one but I've seen Justin look enthused. Like pretty often, I've seen Justin look enthused. He said, Mary always forgets theirs. Oh, my God. Justin is hilarious, dude. Justin is one of those dudes Justin is a very level-headed individual. Well, from what I've seen, he's a pretty level-headed guy. And Mary is all over the freaking place. I mean, for a grandma, like Mary is like a 50-year-old grandma trapped in like a 20-something-year-old body. You know what I mean? Like literally. Like, so when she comes out to see me DJ, like, now is her time to shine. Okay. Because things are done at 10. Yeah. Mary's usually like ready to leave before I even go on. Like she'll be like, oh, what time are you about to play? Oh, I go on at 12. I'm headlining. Yeah. Oh, I don't. We got her to come out one time, and that was an interesting night. That was
real quick. Isaac said only if you wear Mickey ears too.
I'll do it just for you. Just, listen, if you'll be enthused, 100%, 100%.
Miss Kayla Delgado is watching too.
Oh, Mrs. K. Delgado. Yeah. I got to get to my. There we go.
What up, Kay?
Oh, she's a mom.
Yeah, she's a mom. Yeah. That's Will Delgado's wife.
Wonderful.
Wife/mom, because he's a big ass child.
He is. I mean, they have actual kids too, but he's.
Yeah. Did I already shout out Gregorig?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure. He said you got us. I got to go all the way to Disney World just to see crack a smile. Like, come on, fam. I'll go. I ain't going in. Take a picture. You got any pictures of him at Disney World?
Probably.
Okay, we'll get those. We'll get on top of that.
We'll connect after or next episode.
On the next episode.
See Isaac enthused.
Oh man, you know what might have him enthused is the fact that we are now on iTunes, dog.
Oh shit,
100%.
Boom.
We are now officially on iTunes.
That shit is awesome.
That's awesome.
Which officially makes us the #1 podcast in my duplex. Yeah, we've been getting good reviews on iTunes because everybody that's listened to it are friends of ours and told me that they were going to give us 5 stars. Hey, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Hey,
gotta start somewhere.
A win's a win.
No one needed to know
win's
that.
A win. We'll talk more about that in a little bit later, but I want to get back to this. The last time that we went out with Mary and you and Justin, and y'all were sipping on the elixirs a little bit, a little something. And I believe we showed up. Who did we go to pick up? Were we picking you up or were we picking somebody else up? After we left Barley, we went to pick someone up because we all left together. And you had been so Meg had been sipping on a little something.
I love story times. So
and there was a dude there, right? Okay. Remember, you see how Meg came in and started asking you a whole bunch of questions?
Yeah. Yep.
So Meg is asking this guy every question under the book, like his entire life story. Okay. Where did you go to school? What did you go to school for? What made you want to study that? Where'd you go to high school? Where'd you grow up? And so I'm like, yo, is that a friend of hers? Yeah. And Mary's like, no, she doesn't know who that person is.
Oh shit.
That dude was just literally standing there waiting for his Uber.
Oh shit.
He's probably like, I picked the wrong corner.
Pick this corner?
Yo, he's waiting for his Uber. I think we were like across the street from where town hall is.
Okay.
So we were like in that area, right? Yeah. He's just waiting for his Uber, and Megan is just like asking. I mean, she was like the FBI. Like at least with you, she was like, "Oh, tell me an interesting fact about you." No, with him, she was like, "So, what's your mom's name?"
Like
where did you grow up?
He didn't even have a chance to answer
at all. How long did you live there? So what year did you start college? What was your teacher's name? I was like, damn, like what is going on with Megan? And Mary's like, she's tipsy. I was like, really? Because I couldn't tell. Like,
is that why I only got one question?
Because she's not drunk right now.
All right.
You would never know when she's drunk though. She's not like a sloppy drunk.
No,
that's good.
I just get like overly affectionate and like overly like Tiger, you did great today. Like you are a great person.
Oh,
and
man. Oh
like,
my God.
Just it's your day to shine. No reason.
Oh, I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then I would randomly see you downtown. Like randomly.
Yeah.
Like I'd be at Barley and then she'd just walk up and I'm like, what the hell are you doing here? Like you don't even go out. What are you doing here? It's like some person, what was it, some bachelorette party or something like that?
Bachelorette party, birthdays.
The huge.
Like, oh, maybe Tiger's here. We'll surprise him.
Yeah, and you definitely do. You definitely do.
Like I feel like I just like pop up next to the DJ booth, like right next to you, and you're like, oh,
yeah, I'm like, what? I'm like, what the? And
Megan, what are you doing here?
And I don't know if the people on the video can see, but she has very vibrant eyes.
She does.
Like amazingly vibrant eyes, right? And like, so when she pops up next to you, and they're very like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not big, but they're like, they stand out.
Like Zooey Deschanel, like very
bright. They're blue, right? They're very bright blue eyes, and she has dark hair, which makes them stand out even more. So when I'm DJing, I'm in my zone. I look to my left and I see. I'm like, when and the thing is, I know her as somebody she's not a club girl. You know what I mean? You're not a club girl. You're more of like a chill bar kind of.
Like, give me an old fashioned.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I don't know what that is, but yes.
It's a drink.
Yeah. Is it? Mm-hmm. Oh, isn't that the drink that comes in like a copper cup?
Yep.
So,
I have copper cups over there.
It's a whiskey drink.
I think those are made for, cups are made for old fashions.
The non-drinker.
Has a collection of alcohol.
Yeah,
you know what?
You have so much.
So every bottle over there is full. It's never been opened, and every bottle represents like something that happened in life. Like one of them, the Grey Goose was bought for me by a prince from Dubai, actually. Yeah. And then the Grey Goose was Matt from Rock the House. Mm-hmm. So him and Steve, the owner and president of Rock the House, they signed that. And I think we're coming up on a time that I'm supposed to open that, and they're going to drink it and then get me another one if I'm not mistaken. Shit. I got to double check with him. But yeah, so like every bottle over there like signifies, is that the word? Signifies? Yeah. Signifies something. But next time you come on, I will make an old fashioned.
Oh, you're very nice.
I just got to figure out how to do it. I will get the ingredients. I have the cup. Sweet. I have the cup already. Yeah. So there you go. I mean, it's a copper cup.
Well, so the copper cup, I hate to say it. So that would be for like a Moscow Mule.
Oh. Yeah. Then why did y'all say when I was like, does it come in a
I didn't want to be rude, cup? But now I'm being.
You could have said no.
I get it mixed up all the time, so that's why.
Okay. Do you drink Moscow Mules?
I dabble.
I will make a Moscow. I don't know how to do that either, but I will make one.
We can make it together.
There we go.
Yeah, but it's more fun if I just make it.
Fair enough. And then I'll be like,
you'll be like, this is completely wrong.
It's the Tiger original.
Yes. Oh man. About these relationships that you're not in anymore because you can't remember the anniversary.
March 13th.
Oh man, March 13th. Tune in next March 13th.
Look at us getting things done.
Look, that's what we do, man. That's what we do on Two Endangered Mammals. Let me ask you a question. What is the biggest difference that you've noticed from being like during your single life and then your life as someone who is currently spoken for and been spoken for the past 4 years? Oh, she's on the spot.
Da da da. It's kind of like it's like I don't know, like it's kind of hard to describe because like I feel like it depends on like what category, but like I think in simplest term, like it's kind of fun having like a guaranteed buddy like for stuff. Like it is like never fail. Like when you're going out and like doing stuff, you're like
you got somebody with you.
Got somebody with me, or like, somebody that I know that is like there for you, a support system for you. Like it is just like a built-in, like, you know, like, cause like, you know, like friends and everything are wonderful, but like sometimes people get caught up like in their own lives and like what's happening and like having that, you know, like rooted person that you're like, you know what, at the end of the day, I know
for sure.
Megan, Steven said hi.
Oh, hello, Steven. Hello, Steven. So I'm like looking at the phone. I'm like, hello, Steven. Like, no, you're not there. You're there. Hello. Right there. But like, you know, that's what it kind of comes down to is like, it's that guaranteed support system.
Right. What about you, Pun? What do you think is the difference between when you were in a relationship-atory type situation and being single?
I'm the wrong person to ask this.
There was no difference?
Well, I mean, you know,
yeah,
my
true,
last
true.
relationship, so.
I'm kind of in that same
I really
boat.
haven't
like,
been in one since.
I feel
then,
like
so.
we're the quintessential single people in our circle of friends.
Like it started off great, like what she was talking about.
Yeah.
It was exactly what you were describing. And then,
well, we're only talking about the good part. What do you? Okay, so how about this? How about this? What is the difference? Not talking about the end.
Okay,
we're talking about the high point.
All right,
at its peak.
Yeah.
What is the main difference between for you?
Okay.
Being in a relationship and being single. At its peak. Not the valley.
No, yeah, for sure. Not to just piggyback off of you, but it probably that. Like,
okay,
it was all like no matter what happened. It was me and her. You know what I mean? So you always had that, hey, if it's just us, cool, we're going to rock this place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there was always that guaranteed ride or die, if you will.
I can dig it. I'm here for it. I think for me, the main difference is, y'all don't really have a difference because
Goose said one.
Oh, okay.
When you're in a relationship, you got to take the other person's considerations, but when you're single, it's just you, which is
that's probably where I fall.
I would fall there too.
Steven also said I got annoyed faster when I was in a relationship. And you know what? I don't fall in that category, but people definitely got annoyed with me faster. So I'm a terrible boyfriend. Okay. And let me explain to you why. I don't change who I am no matter what. Like I'm not out here right now hoeing it up. So it's not like I got to change that if I'm in a relationship, right? Yeah. But like I'm going to do what I do. I still play video games. I like to be able to just do what I want to do when I want to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't answer to anyone. Like I haven't answered to my mom. I'm damn sure not going to answer to anybody else. Yeah. Now I treat everyone with respect. Yep. So anybody I'm with, obviously I respect them. I'm not just out here, disrespecting chicks. But and when I say I'm a terrible boyfriend, I don't actually mean I'm a terrible boyfriend. I'm just not.
No, yeah, for sure.
I'm just a terrible boyfriend. But I think for me the main difference is when I play role playing games, I have a healer. If I have a girlfriend, I have a healer or somebody to watch my back when I'm playing games. When I'm playing co-op games.
Someone to make you dinner?
No, here's what's crazy. Like, I don't think I've been in one relationship where like the person. Hold on, let me think about that.
Oh,
I don't think I've ever been in a relationship where the person like made me dinner. Like it was always like, okay. So my last relationship, right, over last summer. Which turned into like a live-in situation, right? Like we would always go get like pho and ramen from the grocery store, and half the time I made it because she kind of sucked at it. But then she would make like these really dope like salami wraps. Oh, so like it was a back and forth. I'd make her mac and cheese, the quick mac and cheese stuff. So like I don't think I've ever been in a relationship where somebody like made me dinner, like on the regular, like, oh, I came home from work, which is DJing. But how could they? I DJ. I come home from work at 3 a.m. Like that would be expecting a lot. Like I've never even expected it. Like I've never even thought about that. Like that thought has never crossed my mind. Like, oh, somebody to make. I have had somebody make me a sandwich one time. That was pretty dope.
Okay.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Matter of fact, remember Goo Cluster?
Yeah.
He was over here, and the lady friend who I shall not mention was making me a sandwich.
Okay.
And was like, hey, do you want mayonnaise on it? And Goo Cluster goes, what self-respecting black man eats mayonnaise? Oh, man. And I didn't even have mayonnaise in my fridge.
Yeah, no.
I was like, where did you find it? She brought it.
Oh,
she brought it.
May know.
I don't eat no
May
damn
know.
mayonnaise. Oh, man. Yeah, I definitely don't eat mayonnaise. Also, Haley is in the chat on Instagram, so we got to give her a quick round of applause.
What up, Haley?
Because she's a mom. All 4'8" of her. I'm gonna have to bring up a picture of her standing next to me. She's like literally up to like my stomach.
Oh.
Oh yeah, she's tiny. She's tiny. She's hilarious though. She's hilarious.
You see what?
Wait, what did Julian say?
Oh,
That
no,
sounds like what?
Oh no, I was talking about what Gon said.
Oh, what did Gonzo say?
He was like, Ariana keeps asking me when you're gonna pick up your bracelet. Laugh out loud. She likes when you say her name on YouTube.
Oh, Ariana.
What up,
Likes when
Ariana?
What up, Ariana? We'll give her a hold on. Let's give her a
That, you know what? That
we'll give her that one. She made me a bracelet. I don't know.
So
Yeah,
magical.
she made me a bracelet. I don't know if I still have the picture of it on here.
Wonderful.
No, I don't still have the picture of it on here. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. Yeah, I think so. For me, the main difference between me being in a relationship and me being single is allocation of my time, because I have a lot of time. I don't sleep that much, so I have a lot of time. And like in a relationship, I have to allocate time to like laying down next to someone. Which is not, I mean, it's not a bad thing. I'm not mad at it, but yeah, I have to allocate time for that. Because listen, if I start playing games and let's say my lady friend goes to bed or goes in my room to go to sleep, right? I'll keep playing games. And
What's wrong with that?
I'll keep playing until the sun comes up, and then she wakes up to go to work, and the next thing you know,
You're like, here, I made you breakfast.
or if I do get tired, I'll just go to sleep right in that chair.
Oh.
Like, yeah. And then she'll like, wait, I've had people wake up and be like, yo, why are you sleeping out here? Did I do something? Do I smell bad? Like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, oh no,
I just fell asleep playing this game.
Yeah, I didn't get to a save
It
point.
happens. It happens.
Yeah, but it happens every day for me. It's an everyday thing.
That's you. And like, you just
You're
gotta, find someone who also is like falls asleep in their gaming chair too.
I don't think there's not two gaming chairs here, so it's not gonna.
They'll bring their own.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work out. That's why I have so many TVs. So that like if I'm gaming and she wants to watch something, I can be like, okay, there's a TV for you. Here's some headphones because I'm not listening to that. I don't want to hear it, so here you go. Yeah, I think for me personally, that's the main difference. Now, okay, do you enjoy yourself more in a relationship than you did single? Like, do you find yourself doing like more things in a relationship because you have a partner to go and do them with than you did when you were single?
Like, I think having a partner like definitely kind of like forces you to learn like things that you may not have normally taken the time to learn.
Real quick, point that mic at your mouth.
Oh, hello.
There you go.
Shalom. I feel like you take the time to learn other things that you normally wouldn't have taken the time to learn. And I think one of the most important things as well, like in all of that, is like remembering also that like you are still your own person. And like if you are also with someone who has that same kind of identity with them and that like the relationship doesn't define them, they're still their own person, that I don't know, like it just makes it fun because like you're just learning new stuff, you're challenging yourself, like, and like you have someone that you're growing with at the same time. And like when you learn new things, you're like, hey, like I learned this thing, like, and you're kind of like, you're like, ooh, like I'm excited to talk with this person about it.
Do you notice that you're more open to doing things or traveling or stuff like that, knowing that you have like I said, that partner in crime or that support system?
I mean, I'm pretty adventurous on my own. Like I've gone to Europe by myself.
You
damn
sure are. Like you just pop up places.
I do. Like I'll go to a city by myself, and like at the end of it, I'll have like 10 new friends, and I'm like, oh, like see you next time. Like this is great.
Really quick. Mary decided to grace us with her presence.
Mary.
And she said, I hear my husband talking shit. And then your boo thing told me to ask you about Civilization. You play that game?
Oh, yes.
Are you good at it?
I don't know if I would say good. Like I've become like so Isaac is like a video game person or computer video game
he's
person.
He's a gamer. The proper terminology is gamer.
Let me rewind this one. Isaac is a gamer.
Right.
And he's like, like it'd be really great if you like played a game like with me, like try something out.
That's
and I'm
because
like,
he needed a healer.
Yeah. That's exactly why.
He needed a healer. So that's what's going on.
Well, and so I'm like, like, I don't know. Like I kind of get like motion sickness, like with a lot of like games, which is why I don't really play games. He's
in first person shooters, you can turn the head bob off and that'll help with your motion sickness.
It's still like,
oh, is it?
Messes me up.
Okay.
I'm like the kind of person, like when I go to an amusement park, I always have to like load up on the Dramamine, and I'm like, let's go, Dramamine it up. But like, man. So like, he was like, like there's this game, it's called Civilization. Like, I think you would really like it. And I was like, I don't know. First time I played it, we're up till like 1 a.m. I'm like, I don't want to go to bed. Like, I want to keep playing Civilization.
And I know 1 a.m. doesn't sound late to a lot of our viewers, but for Megan, that's late as fuck.
I thought I was living on the edge. I was like, oh, only 1 a.m. Let's go.
I get started at 1. I warm up at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, what you mean?
But like, it's scenarios like that. Like, I normally would not have gone out of my way to play something like that. But like, I had a partner who said, I think you would like this. I know you well enough. Give this a try. And now I'm like...
And you can't even justify him with remembering the anniversary. Well, I tell you, we're going to have to give Meg the big fat...
I deserve it. I can play that on my trumpet.
Can you? Oh, wait, you can play trumpet?
Tiger, where you been?
Megan, hold on. You don't understand how talk shows work. I know this.
Oh.
They don't know that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, let's try this again. Oh, you can play trumpet?
Why, yes, Tiger. I do.
It's a strange thing. Like, so I did a deep dive with John Doe, right, which will be uploading next week, and a lot of the things that he talked about, like, I already know.
Yeah.
Or remember when Chris Goody was on, right?
Yep.
I already knew everything that he said, and I'm asking him questions, and at one point he kind of looked at me, and I'm like, yeah, I know this, but they don't know that. So yeah, Meg, I know you play trumpet, but the millions of people that aren't watching,
cool. You didn't,
and the 20 that are watching don't know that you play trumpet. So, you play trumpet, huh?
Oh, why? Funny that you asked, Tiger. It's right here. I wish.
That would have been fantastic.
That would have been so good.
This trumpet?
Can you play, have you ever played one of those like mini bugles, those mini trumpets?
Cornet?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Well, I know there's a cornet, but then there's another one. There's another one like called a miniature trumpet.
Oh, a piccolo trumpet.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. The little one that like they use in Penny Lane.
I don't know what Penny Lane is.
The Beatles? Penny Lane?
Yeah, I've never listened to the Beatles. I know. I've only
That's
listened.
All right.
I've only listened to what is it? The number 9 song. I've only listened to that backwards because it says "Turn Me On, Dead Man." I mean, I've heard the Beatles, but I've never like sat and like listened to a Beatles record front to back.
That's fair.
I have all of them. I have the records, but I just haven't like sat and was like, let me put the needle on the record when the drum beat goes. Like, no, I haven't just dropped the needle and just sat and listened to the Beatles. I mean,
fair.
maybe I will. Maybe I will. Since you gave me a look now, you were like appalled. Jeez. Almost as appalled as I was when you didn't remember your anniversary. So how long have you played trumpet? Were you in band in school?
Yeah, I've played since like 5th grade.
Shit.
Do you still actively play?
I don't. And like, it's a shame. I don't really have like a great trumpet for it. Like I still have a beginner trumpet for it. And like when I was in college, I rented a trumpet from the school that was very beautiful, but I had to give it back.
You rented a trumpet? You had your own mouthpiece though, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably can't rent them now.
No,
like,
hell
nope.
no.
No.
The situation will not allow.
happened.
Yeah. Cleanliness is friendliness.
So like, what type of stuff did you? What type of stuff did you play when you played trumpet? Was like typical band stuff, or did you ever get into like jazz or anything like that?
I in middle school I did jazz band, but like as I got older, like I did more just like classical style.
There's classical trumpet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like what would like the Cleveland Orchestra play? Yeah, like classic.
Whenever I think classical, I always think like string instruments for whatever reason.
String instruments are beautiful.
And then like woodwinds. I think a lot of woodwinds and stuff like that. And a flute.
What flutes
like
are woodwind?
Like a flute.
Flutes are woodwind.
Flutes are woodwind. You're like, but
are they
still
though?
the flute? Yeah, they're woodwind.
Flutes aren't brass?
No.
I mean, aren't they made of all brass?
No, it's because of the reed. Right?
But there's no reed in a flute.
There's no reed, but it's
not.
still a
Yeah,
woodwind
right.
instrument.
Okay. That's strange to me. Kind of like a piano's percussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like it comes down to like how do you play it while you hit the key?
Yeah. Oh, is that why it's
Okay.
I never knew that. I knew it was percussion, but I
Yeah.
never knew. I just found out bananas are berries. I didn't know that.
Really? They're
They're
berries?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I was reading somewhere. I think it's bananas. It's either a berry or a melon, one of the two. And I think strawberries are melons and bananas are berries.
What?
If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
What?
Is that like kind of like how a tomato is a fruit?
Yeah, tomatoes are fruit. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think avocados are fruit as well.
I believe so.
I think so.
It's 2020. I'll believe whatever.
Listen, an avocado can identify however it feels. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
true. It's true.
Avocados are fluid. Sometimes they're vegetables. Sometimes they're fruits. You know, it's nothing wrong with that.
Don't assume their gender.
I'm not assuming. I didn't assume their gender,
No.
ma'am. I assumed their category.
Yeah.
I assumed their food group. Do you like avocados?
I do love avocados.
I didn't like them until a few years ago. John Doe's wife made avocados with eggs on top, and
Ooh.
and then I ate it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I like avocados." I didn't think I liked avocados. That was Coco that made that. Coco. Justin said had to get the Tony Hawk remake so Mary could relive her glory days. Mary plays the Tony Hawk games. That's kind of amazing. Grandma Mary plays the Tony Hawk games. That is crazy.
Mary's hip.
Okay, let's not get carried away. Listen, I love Mary like a play cousin, but let's not get carried away and say she's hip. She's something
Adjacent?
She's hip adjacent.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Mary's funny. Mary's a very funny person. She's extremely humorous. Not like Luis though. Mama Lou is hilarious, dude. Mama Lou could be a stand-up comic. Like she really could. Like she you know how there's like people that are like they say goofy things and you kind of laugh at them like, "Oh, that person's funny."
Mm-hmm.
But then there's people that like when you're around them for too long, your stomach starts to hurt because you're laughing that much. Like she's genuinely funny.
She is.
Like she genuinely says funny things.
Nice.
She's hilarious. Mary's funny too. Mary's funny too. Mary, here's something funny that Mary does. So when you're talking to Mary, right? Like if you're friends with her.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed this, Meg? She'll start mouthing what you're saying. You ever noticed her do that? I said, next time you're around her, just watch.
I don't think I've ever noticed that.
Yeah, she'll start
and
I've
lived with her.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I don't.
So here's the thing. Like, I pride myself on like knowing my friends. I know very like little tiny details about my friends that maybe sometimes they don't notice, but I notice it about my friends. You know, and it's like in a weird way, that's my way of connecting to my friends. You know what I mean? Like that's my way of being like, no, I'm genuinely your friend. Because like I know this or I noticed this, you know what I mean? Nobody else would notice that, but I notice it. And one of the things I notice about Mary is that she'll mouth what you're saying. like if she knows the next couple words, she'll mouth it, and then she'll react. What just happened?
Justin said she's going to be so conscious of it now.
Oh, no, Mary, don't be self-conscious. Don't be self-conscious of it. It's a beautiful thing.
But that's what happens.
You're right.
It's a natural.
You're right. She'll forget about this conversation. She'll it's all.
Forget about it, Mary.
You didn't hear anything.
It's like the penguins from Madagascar.
Yeah.
You're not seeing.
Oh man, I wish I had a flash that I could put on the screen like the Men in Black, just make her forget real quick. Yeah. That's something that she does from time to time. Yeah, every now and again. You ask a lot of interesting questions.
I'm just a curious person.
The minute you walked in, you barely said hello. You were like,
right?
so tell me an interesting fact about you.
I was like,
it was a fun fact. Tell me something fun about yourself.
Oh yeah, tell me a fun fact about yourself.
You know, like I just want to provide like a warm, welcoming moment.
You know, hugs do that.
It is 2020. We're in a pandemic.
Right.
Hugs
You're
are
right.
not
You're right.
the.
But this isn't a public place.
And we're sitting down.
Yeah, we're sitting down.
True.
Yeah. Are you allowed to hug sitting down? Is that the rule?
Well, I mean, the germ can't get you if you're sitting down.
Yeah, it can't get you if you're sitting down.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. It can't get you if you're sitting down or if you have a drink in front of you.
Write that down, CDC.
Or if you're in a Walmart.
Or if you're in a Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mary said she's shook by this.
Shook by this. No one has ever said that to me. I didn't say it to you. I said it to Megan. So you're right. Still, no one has said it to you, and no one ever will. No one ever will say this to you, Mary. No one. I mean, I find it quite charming, personally. This is my personal opinion. You know.
Do you find my questions charming?
No. So I'm just.
Wow.
You know what? You know what?
Thank
You know what,
you.
Megan? Your questions are extremely charming.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I'm kind of offended though because when the first time we ever met, you didn't ask me any questions. First time we met was outside of the Ilty shop.
It was that, and I remember it very
I came
vividly.
outside and I hugged everyone. I hugged Mary. I hugged you. You had 2 friends with y'all, right?
Yeah,
Or
because we were
3.
going to like the Lakewood winter.
The light up Lakewood thing.
thingamadoo.
Yeah, y'all had a couple of fine young gents with y'all.
Yeah.
Hugged all them.
But
didn't know them, but I was like, I'm hugging y'all.
Like I feel like in that moment, like it was like usually like in group settings, like if someone's guiding the conversation. So like you were Mary's like friend, and like Mary was like guiding the conversation. And normally I'm like, all right, like I'm gonna take the back seat, but like I'm sure next time we hung out, so Tiger, like tell me your life story.
I don't think you did. Honestly, I don't think you did. Because after that, we didn't all see each other again until I think I came over to eat one time to plan out the Valentine photo shoot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that was the next time, because you couldn't really ask questions while I'm shooting photos of y'all.
True.
That's a little weird.
We just keep being in unfortunate situations.
I know, right? I know. And then the next time was when we all went out to the House of Barley. And I feel like that guy's waiting for his Uber. I feel like he got all my questions.
He probably did. At least that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I feel like he got all my questions. I
didn't want to scare you away.
I should go. I should go find
Reel
him.
him in. Make him think I'm a sane person.
I should go find him and be like, "Hey, man, I need those questions, man." Mary said Tiger's favorite is when he hangs with us together. You right. Whenever you can hang. I mean, Mary's not known for her late night endeavors. Mary's not known for that at all. But she did hang that night. Okay. She brought her youth back.
All right.
She was doing rock the house dances. And she's doing like the rock the house follow me dances. I love it. I love it. I love Mary. I love all y'all. I love everybody. We love everybody. We're all inclusive, except for J.K. Rowling. We don't love her. We're gonna have to give her the band hammer until she comes around. She has to go back on. Didn't she say that like a year ago or something? Or was it? No, it was this year. It was this year that she said it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we ain't rocking with her. So how are y'all distancing yourselves from her? How is the Quidditch community like distancing yourselves from her? See, I told you we have topics, but we kind of
Yeah. No. It's
it kind of
great.
bounces around.
No, it's great. I mean, just like, just trying not to like make the focus of conversation in that area. And really it kind of comes up mostly like when there are like conversations with media, and like usually their default is like, here is a video clip of Harry Potter bopping around on his broomstick in a Quidditch match, and what house would you be in if you were in Hogwarts? It's like, well, none of that is relevant to
the sport,
what's actually happening on the pitch. So we're going to steer the conversation in that direction. So like, it's just like gentle steering, and, just not having it in our vocabulary as well when like chatting about the sport.
Wait, it's called the pitch?
Yeah, it's called the pitch.
I dig that.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask a couple technical questions if you don't mind. What are the broomsticks called? Are they just called broomsticks, or is there a name for it? So it's brooms?
Brooms, yeah.
And what is the actual thing? Is that the Quidditch?
So there are...
Isn't there a ball or something?
There's several.
Okay.
So there is the bludger, which is kind of like the ball that the beater uses to like knock people out.
Hold on. What is the beater?
What?
Okay.
How about we just describe this?
Yeah. Let's start.
Because we don't know anything about this
at all.
All right. I feel like I'm in an episode like a not drunk history, but like today we're going to talk about Quidditch.
How Quidditch started.
Yeah. So the positions on the pitch. Okay. You have the keeper.
Okay, like the goalie.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Keeper is like the goalie.
That was pretty self-explanatory.
Yep. All right.
You have the chasers.
Would those be like the forwards?
They're the ones who score. Yeah.
Okay. So the strikers.
The strikers.
Okay.
Okay. So those are like the strikers. So your keepers, your goalie. Your chasers are the strikers. All right. Okay. Yep. I'm with you so far.
And then you have beaters, who are like your defense.
Okay. All right. They're the fullbacks. All right.
So the beaters are the defenders.
Okay.
Got you.
All right.
Why are they called beaters?
It is just what...
It's just what it is.
What it is.
Okay. Well, I'm still with it.
Yep.
I'm still with it.
So then and then you also have the snitch.
Now, does the snitch tell on people?
No. Snitches do not get stitches in this game.
Oh, man.
I mean, if they get hit too hard, they can't.
Yeah, that's valid.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a full contact sport.
You snitch.
Snitch.
So what does the snitch do?
So the snitch, in the movies, like it is like a thing with like wings that fly around, and the seeker is another position.
What does the seeker do?
That'd be like the midfielder?
Catch the snitch.
Oh, yeah, we don't have that in soccer.
We don't have that in football.
In football, yeah. Did you see her face when she said that? She was like, football.
Right.
So the seeker catches the snitch.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The snitch is a ball.
Yes.
With wings.
In the movies.
In the movies.
In our game, the snitch is still a ball, but it is like attached, kind of like flag football.
Okay.
All right.
Like it is attached to a person, and like the seeker has to get it.
Oh,
okay.
All right. Okay. Gotcha. So the snitch gets attached to a person, and then the seeker has to snatch the snitch.
Yes.
The seeker snatches the snitch.
Okay.
Yes.
I like the alliteration in that.
Yeah.
Isaac said in the movies the beaters had bats and hit the balls at the opposing team.
Oh, they would hit them at them.
Oh.
Yes.
So does that happen in real world Quidditch?
It does. It's like dodgeball, where it's like.
So if you snatch the snitch, do you throw it at somebody?
No, like that theoretically like ends the game. Granted, like we just came out with a new rule book, so there's been some adjustments, but in the past it's been the snitch is caught, the game is over. Like no matter what the score is, like you get 30, like I think it's 35 points for
catching the snitch.
And so like then there's a strategy behind it, because it's like, well, what are our current points? from like what the chasers have been scoring.
Yeah.
So do I want to catch the snitch now, or do I need you to make a couple more points in order to catch the snitch?
Okay.
So then like that kind of makes you think like, am I a seeker on defensive strategy, or am I on like offense? Like, yes, I'm ready to catch this now.
Okay.
This is such like an actual sport.
What if I were just to be like, it's 0-0, game just started, and I'm like, I'm catching the snitch now?
So the snitch does not come out until like later in the game. So
okay.
it's not from the get-go.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, later in the game.
Okay.
So the game just doesn't start with a snitch.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
that would be like.
So
That's
what?
what I mean. That's what I was saying. Like, well, if it's 0-0, why
Yeah.
can't I just catch him now? Like,
Yeah.
So what's out there at the start of the game?
So the positions out there are the keepers, the chasers, and the beaters.
Okay.
Okay.
And so really in all of that, beaters are playing defense, like trying to knock chasers out.
Okay.
Which ball is out there at the start?
So beaters use a bludger. Chasers score with a quaffle.
Okay. So a quaffle is a ball.
Yes.
And a bludger is a ball.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, is there only one of these things out there, or do all the beaters have bludgers?
There are 3 bludgers
Okay.
and 1 quaffle.
Okay.
Okay.
Who has the quaffle? Anybody can have the quaffle.
Any of the beaters, I'm sorry, quaffle, any of the chasers can touch the quaffle.
Okay.
And the keepers can touch the quaffle as well.
So who can touch the bludgers?
Beaters.
Only beaters can touch the bludgers.
Only beaters can touch the bludgers.
Okay. This is so complicated. It's
is.
amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
Like I love the fact that it's like actual.
Yeah, there's actual rules and
Like people. Whenever I tell people I have a friend who's like, I always tell people, yeah, I got a friend that's a commissioner for Quidditch. But like other people, random people will just think that people are just out there in like Harry Potter robes running around.
No,
with brooms
it's not
between their
LARPing.
legs.
It's not LARPing.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. That's what a lot of what a
No.
lot of people think. A lot of people think that it's just like, LARPing,
Right.
basically. But it's not. Like this is
No.
an actual,
It's an actual
like,
game.
there's rules,
Yeah.
there's penalties. I'm sure.
And like what's wild is like we actually do get a decent number of people that like know nothing about Harry Potter, or like not my thing, but like I like what the sport is, and like I like
But
the
they
look
play
of it,
Quidditch.
and they play Quidditch.
Circling back to, I feel that's going to eventually be a way to break away from the Harry Potter thing.
Yeah.
I feel like there's more and more Quidditch players that have never even seen the movies.
Yeah. Well, like because like in the collegiate level, like we get a lot of high school athletes that were like, yeah, like I did wrestling, I did football, I did all these sports. I'm not playing it at a collegiate level, but I see this sport that
looks fun.
There's collegiate Quidditch?
Yeah, so there's 2 divisions. There's
that's
collegiate,
fantastic.
and then there's a club division, which is like adults.
Wait, so there's colleges that
that
have
have-
Quidditch.
Oh yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah.
Are any of those colleges named Hogwarts?
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Does
That
one
is-
happen to be Ohio State?
They do have a team. Yeah.
Ohio State
That's
has
awesome.
a Quidditch team?
Yeah, I think they took a year or so off, but they are back on the upswing of like.
All right.
I'm going to enroll in Ohio State just
We
to play
need to.
Quidditch.
You
We
can
need to.
enroll at Cleveland State University. They have a
Cleveland
Quidditch.
State has Quidditch?
Yeah, Cleveland State,
Oh,
Bowling
shit.
Green, Kent State, Oberlin.
You heard it. You heard it here first. We're enrolling in Cleveland State so that we can play Quidditch.
Not to go to school.
Really
But
quick.
like also,
Really quick. We have a chatter on Twitch. We
Okay.
have one. Yeah, they said hi.
What up?
Hi.
Hello. Hello.
It's I don't know how to say that. Bryson. Bryson 574. Bryson.
What up?
What up, Bryson? Okay, please continue.
no, you're good. So you don't even have to enroll in college to play. So like there's club division as well, like which is for adults. And like there is a team in the area. They're called the Ohio Apollos.
Okay.
The Ohio Apollos.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like I need to practice though before I
Yeah.
try to join a team, especially ones called the Apollos.
You're
Like,
right.
You can't just roll up on the Apollos like that. Like you can't just.
I mean, I
roll
feel
up and-
being athletic would help, though.
I mean, it does
You know what I
help.
mean? Like, of course, with anything,
I'm
you
sure,
have to.
but it's.
I mean, with anything, like, I didn't really know what I was doing in football until I went to the first practice.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You
Like,
don't know till you try.
Yeah.
You don't know until you know.
like they have practice, I'm assuming, right? Like you practice. Okay, see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I feel like practice isn't for learning how to play.
That's exactly what practice is for.
Really?
Yeah.
So if you've never played before, you can go join a team and just be like, all right, I'm about to learn at practice.
100%.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's literally what practice is for.
Okay. Okay. I mean, it just never seemed like that was, in my experience, practice was never like, okay, we're about to learn this sport. Like it was always like we had already been playing for a while. Practice is just us getting, familiar with each other as a team. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, and the issue with the sport, which we're working on is, typically other sports teams, you've been introduced to them in your physical education class.
For sure.
Whereas Quidditch is not something currently in there, but we are working on a curriculum for elementary, middle, and high school. So that way it can be introduced at that level. And so it's more of a natural, like, hey, you know what this sport is. You've tried it out before. And now practice is not the very first time.
You know it. You love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, this is there's so much to Quidditch.
I'm intrigued.
We're so new.
Yeah.
We're so new. The sport's only been around 15 years, I think. So it's still pretty new.
Yeah, that sport can't even drink yet.
No.
Yeah.
That sport can't even be out after 10 o'clock. That sport still has a curfew.
They do.
So
I mean, we have curfew now. So
yeah,
True.
good point. We have a curfew adjacent.
yeah, we do.
Like we don't have to be in a house at a certain time. We just can't be
Out having fun.
out having fun past 11 o'clock.
I mean, we could still be out having fun, just not the way we used to be able to.
Having good old fashioned fun.
Yeah.
So how do you score in Quidditch? Obviously, you get a ton of points from snatching the snitch, but before that's out there, how do you score with the bludgers? Is that what it is?
Close. The quaffle.
The quaff. Wait,
Yeah, I thought the bludgers.
I thought the bludger was what the beaters used.
They do, and that's like knocking people out. So it's like dodgeball. Like you don't get points from it though.
Oh, okay.
It's just like a defensive.
So
strategy.
you can get players off of the field.
For like a moment, and like then they can come back in, but like it's like, so like if you see a chaser with a quaffle about to score, you can come up as a beater and be like, no,
And hit them with your bludger.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I like it.
I'm here for it. Okay, so the beaters have bludgers to knock out the
Chasers
with
quaffle.
quaffles.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then at some point the snitch rolls out.
Yes.
And then the chasers can snatch the snitch.
No,
the seekers. The seekers can snatch the
to
snitch
end the game.
To end the game.
Yeah.
So okay, if you're not trying to snatch the snitch, then what are you trying? What else are you trying to do?
Is that
You
the
are
seeker's only job?
that is the seeker's only job.
Only job
and like
is to
the
snatch the
seeker
snitch.
does not come out onto the pitch until the snitches do. The snitch does.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they're not like
Can anybody else catch the snitch? Or is that?
No.
Oh, that's just the seeker.
Strictly the
Just
sneakers.
the
Okay.
seeker.
The seekers.
All
just
right.
the
Okay.
seeker.
So once the snitch comes out there, the seeker's like, I've been waiting for this all day.
Right.
Yeah.
I am ready.
Now, does the snitch stay on one person, or can another person take over the
It's
role of-
one person.
So
And
one
it's like
person's job is the snitch handler.
yes.
What is that person called?
The snitch runner.
The snitch
The
runner.
Snitch runner. Okay.
Yes.
I feel like that's a very common name. Everybody else has like seeker and beater and bludger and
Well, this is the name that didn't come from the books. We're like, well, like the
snitch-
ball
the
is the
snitch
snitch,
runner.
but like who's carrying
you should come up with a name for the snitch runner, like I don't know, the snitchikin or
the snitch-a-nator.
the snazzle or something.
Snazzle. I'm a snazzle.
I'm a snazzle. Oh, what does that mean? That means I run the snitch.
I won this snitch.
Oh man.
Like hoodies made.
Yeah, we should
I
have.
run this
I like that
snitch.
shirt you're wearing,
Oh,
Pun.
thank you.
Where'd you get that?
Target.
Word? We might have to get some of those and have some stuff printed on them.
Mary has a
things.
cricket.
A what?
Mary has a cricket.
I
I'm
f- I feel like-
volunteering you, Mary.
I feel like if she gets an exterminator, they can get rid of that for her.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh man, that was
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Exactly what is a cricket? Oh, okay. Thank you.
Miss Kayla has one too.
What is a cricket?
So like it's a screen printing thing.
Oh,
So like you can like create designs on it on your computer and then upload it to your Cricut and then like it spits out the
Oh, a cricket is a brand.
Yeah, cricket is like the brand of the machine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting.
Miss Kayla has one too.
Oh, does she?
Mm-hmm.
We might have to have a little conversation. With Miss Kayla and Miss Mary. Oh man. So, how many? Like you were talking about how everybody just plays on the field together in Quidditch. Mm-hmm. So I would imagine that y'all have a very diverse group of players. Everything from like stereotypical jocks to like, like moms and dads, and then like, what's the youngest age group that plays Quidditch?
So our rules, in order to be a member, you have to be at least 18.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So there's nobody under that?
I mean, for our collegiate and club leagues, no, but we do have youth Quidditch. It's not a formalized thing, but like there is a rule book for it, and
do the rules differ at all?
There's less contact.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. Is there ever any like anybody ever like roll off the field bleeding or anything like that?
There are some substantial injuries.
She says substantial.
The more she talks about this, the more it gets right up my alley.
Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
There's some substantial injuries.
I feel like a lot of people before hearing her talk about it was like, oh, it's just a game a bunch of nerds play.
Right.
But then after listening to all of it, they're like, man, this sounds pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Like, what's the worst injury that you've seen? Like anything crazy? Like any broken bones or anything like that?
A lot.
There's a lot of injuries?
There's some frequent injuries. But like obviously, like again, with us being a new sport, like the rules are evolving, and it's like, okay, like what can we do to like make this sport safer?
Right.
And like what precautions can we be taking? So like, for example, like in our latest rule book, like we changed our tackling method to be a 2-hand tackle. Like before it was 1-hand tackle. And so like that was a safety measure. Put in place.
Is a 1-hand tackle like rougher than a 2-hand tackle?
From my understanding, and I have a very loose understanding, because again, like I'm not in the gameplay department, and also not having been a former player, but like my understanding is like 1-armed tackling didn't provide like the best stability for some charges. So like a 2-armed tackle,
a bear hug,
felt a little bit safer, and it was something that was play tested in Major League Quidditch,
Major League Quidditch.
Also Major League Quidditch, which is like
professional Quidditch,
a summer professional Quidditch league in the U.S.
It just gets better and better.
Yeah.
Mama Lou said Mega Woman. And then she asked, is there anybody that looks like Harry Potter playing Quidditch?
Oh dear, there probably are. I haven't met them yet, but
I feel like in the beginning there probably was a lot.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like people was out there with their glasses.
Yeah. Louise, if I meet them, I'll send a Snapchat to you. I'll be like,
send
it's
that
this
to me
person.
too? Can I get a CC of that? Can I?
Yes.
Is there an owl? She asks too.
There are no owls, unfortunately.
I feel like Mama Lou knows all the answers to these questions already.
Probably.
I feel like she knows these things. You said you weren't a former player. Didn't you used to be a cheerleader?
I was a cheerleader.
Didn't you and Mary, weren't y'all cheerleaders together?
The funny thing is both of us cheered for the same competitive gym. But like after that, she went to a different gym, like closer to her home.
Mm-hmm.
And then freshman year of college, we were randomly paired together as roommates, and I'm like, Mary Sheridan. Like, why do I know this name? And I'm like, oh, we cheered together. I was like, oh. And like she had the same exact realization of like, oh
my God.
Wait, Meg-A-Nator, which funny, like she thought I was younger than her.
Really?
Like, she always thought I was a grade below her. So when she saw my name, she's like, oh, wait a minute.
Oh, that's our Mary.
Yeah.
How long did you cheer for? I feel like this is turning into the Megan interview hour.
No, this is great. I do this to other people, so it's only fair
I
that I
get
get
a little
right back at
taste
me.
of your own medicine.
Yeah.
How long did you cheer for? And can you do a backflip?
I cheered for 5 years.
Right.
Both competitively as well as in like JV and varsity at high school.
Mm-hmm.
What high school?
Riverside High School.
Okay. All right.
Look at Pun giving her a taste of her own medicine. What high school? What year?
Who was your coach?
What year? Yeah.
What color,
sport?
What color car did you drive to the
Red 2010. No, so I did used to be able to do like backflips. I did back tucks, like all sorts of stuff.
Look at you. Look at you.
Yeah.
But you can't anymore.
I can't say that I can't. It's just that I haven't tried it in a long time. So I'd have to test that out.
All right.
Maybe like do some
Like in a
extra
foam pit
stretching.
or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna hold you to that. We're gonna have to do a vlog where we see if we can get her to do a backflip.
Ooh.
We'll have to do it. We'll do it by Halloween. So you better start stretching. We'll see if we get.
Nah, that's right around the corner.
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't do that because I don't want her hurting herself. Then I got to deal with Isaac, and he already doesn't look enthused now. Because then I'll have to take him to Disney World.
Like I broke your girlfriend, but here's a trip to Disney.
Here's a trip to Disney if we make it any better.
Oh, man. Isaac be like, man, I never liked that Tiger guy.
Oh, no, he likes
I knew this was going to
you.
happen. He's going to talk her into doing something dumb, hurting herself. Oh,
I do dumb things on my own, so.
Do you? Do tell. What type of dumb things do you get into,
don't
Meg?
know.
You don't strike me as the doing dumb things type. You really
don't know.
don't.
Like I've gotten to into a stranger's car before.
Oh,
like,
okay,
I do dumb stuff like that.
Yeah, I can see you doing that.
Yeah.
Did you ask them any questions when you got in the car?
I made friends with them when I was in.
Of course you did.
No, like when I was in Austin, and I was traveling. So we had U.S. Quidditch Cup there, and I decided to stay an extra day or so by myself. I was like, I've never been to Austin. I've always wanted to explore it. So I'm just gonna do the darn thing. And
I'm gonna do the darn thing.
And so I ended up I went to a restaurant that a friend of mine had recommended, and at the restaurant,
Real
I'm
quick, Mary said so many dumb things. Oh man.
But at the restaurant, I was sitting at the not a bar, 'cause they didn't serve alcohol, but that style of area,
Right.
Okay.
and the person sitting next to me, and I was like we somehow ended up chatting, probably something
I could have never guessed.
And they were and the more we chatted, they were a lovely human, and they were like, hey, so I this is where I'm going next, do you want to hang out the rest of the day? I really don't have anything to do. And I was honestly, that is actually a place I had on my list. I wanted to go to in Austin. And I'm sure, let's go. Right. And we ended up hanging out the rest of the afternoon. It was very lovely.
The whole afternoon.
Yeah. We went
randomly,
there.
and I mean, you didn't get kidnapped or anything, so you're still
That's
here with us. Yeah,
no,
that's a
we
good
went.
thing. Really quick, my man Noah is in the chat. Different Noah.
Okay.
Yeah, Noah Crash. Crash is his nickname.
Oh, Crash.
Yeah. He's in the chat with us. You remember him? You met him before.
Have I?
Yeah, you met him. Remember one time we were at Heaven and Earth.
Okay.
And
he's
short, or it was Peabody's when it moved over by Cleveland State.
Okay.
We were all there dancing. Remember Short Billy?
I was drinking a lot back then.
Okay, well, Short Billy was there, and he had a friend, a bigger dude, that was talking about Billy battling me or something like that. And then I was like, Billy, get your man. And then me and the dude almost came to blows. That's no.
Okay, I vaguely remember that. Mainly because there was almost a fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we became friends right after.
Okay.
Really good friends. Yeah, he's in the chat right now.
Cool.
Oh man. Okay, please, Megan. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
No.
We were on the topic of dumb things.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Dumb things that you do, like hopping in strangers' cars.
Yeah.
In different states.
In whole ass other states.
Yeah.
No support system.
Nope, none.
No boyfriend to call to come pick you up. Mary's not around because she's probably asleep at 8:00. But nobody's around, and you're just hopping in
all
strangers' cars.
All the Quidditch buddies left.
Yeah, the Quidditch players already left.
Yeah.
So
they already left the whole state.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they're not even there anymore.
Yeah.
And you're just hopping in people's cars.
Yeah.
Hey, living life to the fullest, I guess.
100%. 100%.
Also, that Austin trip was fun. Like the next day I was like eating food at like a food truck park, and like I like didn't want to eat by myself, and like there was this table of people, and I was like, well, like let's go see if they'll let me sit with them.
Jesus.
And so like I find out they're a band traveling, and they're like, oh, like we're playing at this venue tonight, like, and they were straight edge too. Like I thought of you, and I was like,
never
like,
hang out with straight edge bands, because they're all hardcore bands and they're going to be moshing and breaking shit.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's literally what
there's
happened, right? Also, Isaac said, and other countries, aka the taxi in Costa Rica.
oh.
Wow. There's so much about Megan I don't know.
First, do the band.
Yeah. So was the band? Was it a hardcore band?
So like I didn't know what kind of band they were. And, like I just very blindly, I was like, oh, like, you know, like sure, like I'll come to your show. And like me, like in my moment, I was like, I want to be supportive for them. So like I actually showed up at the venue, and they were like, you're here. they're like, we've never had someone that we've met actually show up. And I'm like,
let me ask you this: when you showed up, had you been drinking?
no.
Oh, okay.
No. Like, well, I guess I should say like maybe had like a beverage, but like nothing that I was like, ooh.
Yeah,
like,
that wouldn't have been good.
No.
This would be a different conversation right now.
Yeah. No, it's like that's one thing. Like, especially like me traveling by myself, I'm usually very conscious of like that is not a safe level to be at, like by yourself, like without
not at all
someone there.
Not at all.
But no, like I showed up and they were like, you're here. Like, oh, all right. And I was like, yeah, like I'm so excited. Like for like, I'm like happy to support you. And like we all became like Instagram friends, and like they're very lovely humans. Like they were
idea
so,
what you were getting into.
And like first note, I was like,
yeah. So that's the thing. Like the hardcore scene basically took over like the straight edge moniker, and most straight edge shows are hardcore shows, and they're pretty brutal. Matter of fact, I don't know if you remember like a year or two ago, there was a bunch of kids on Detroit Avenue running around swinging machetes at each other. You don't remember this story?
no.
Out in front of like the Fantasy nightclub.
Yeah.
They called it like a gang war, but they were swinging machetes and chains at each other. It was a hardcore show that was going on. Yeah. All those kids were straight edge. Every last one of them. So when the news were like, we feel like drugs were involved, and I'm like, no, they were all straight edge. I think one of the crews were swing on site.
Yeah,
which
it was.
Yeah, when I first moved to Lakewood, like that whole crew like came and stayed at the house that I was at, because my former roommate, who I won't say his name, he's doing very prominent things right now, and I don't know if he wants to, but yeah, they were. And the other crew, I can't remember the name. I don't remember the other one. It was a bunch of straight edge kids swinging swinging machetes and chains at each other. Meanwhile, across the street, a hip hop show's going on. There's a bunch of hip hop kids out front smoking blunts, looking at them, talking about, look at these crazy. Oh man! So yeah, if you're going to somebody, if somebody has a band and they're straight edge and they're like, oh, come to my show, expect blood, a lot of screaming. A lot of moshing.
I learned a lot.
Yeah.
Though I will say, I've gone to like a Streetlight Manifesto concerts. So like seeing moshing was not a like,
it's not a new thing for
like
you.
I was like,
Tell me more about this Costa Rica taxi. I feel like that's something we should delve into a little bit.
Yeah, and Isaac was along for this adventure.
Oh, he was there. He got to witness it.
He got to witness it.
Did he look enthused?
He was amused.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Oh. So I got to take him to Disneyland or go to Costa Rica with him and jump in a taxi.
Okay.
100%.
Okay, I'm learning the secrets. So what happened on this infamous Costa Rica trip?
So in Costa Rica, there are not street addresses. It's very like by like GPS location, or like, oh yeah, like it's on this street, go to where this street intersects with this street, blah blah blah. So we were trying to go to a place called Toucan Ranch, which is an animal sanctuary.
Let me guess, it's an animal sanctuary for toucans
and sloths and like other animals.
Okay.
Too.
Okay. But there are toucans there.
There were some,
because if there's no toucans, Okay, so Toucan Ranch.
Yes, and it was a a little bit outside of town. So like ordered an Uber and like I like type in the name of the place on Uber.
Wait, there's no street addresses,
Correct.
but there's Uber?
There's Uber. And it goes by like whatever your GPS location is. And so like I type in the name of the place and I'm like, oh, like it popped up on here. Like it says Toucan Ranch. And I'm like, all right. So like Uber knows what's up. It knows where this place is. So
Uber was like, I have no fucking idea.
No clue. No clue.
Well, so we're like, we drive out of town and we're like getting out there. Like we get into like a countryside-ish neighborhood area. I'm like, okay, like this checks out so far. And the road turns into like a dirt road. I'm like, okay, like this kind of makes sense. And
wait, you're in the Uber at this time?
We're in the Uber. Like,
so it wasn't a taxi, it was an Uber.
No, it was an Uber.
Okay.
Same
thing.
Turns into a dirt road. Then it's like middle of nowhere. Turns right into like what looks like a dead end driveway, but like there's like fields and stuff. And I'm like,
oh Jesus Christ.
Like okay, like all right.
Were
like,
y'all in a cocaine field?
There's nature, like, and then like the car just stops and there's a house and like nothing else. And I'm like, where are the toucans? I'm like, where? And I'm like looking around. Like,
oh my God.
So
I love how that was her first thought. Not like, oh man, we might die.
I'm like, where's the animals? So, but here's
where are the animals at?
Here's the best part. So there are people sitting on the front porch of this home.
Oh
and
my God.
like they're looking at us. And then the Uber driver's like kind of everyone's looking at each other. And so Isaac and I get out of the car. And the Uber driver, like, and also keep in mind, unfortunately, like, my Spanish is like un poquito, like muy poquito.
Even what you said just now, that's the caucasity of what you just said.
Yep. It's
the caucasity of hopping out the car saying, hey, where's the toucans? Where's the toucans at?
It's tragic.
Oh my God.
And so the Uber driver stays there. And like, unfortunately, like we don't speak Spanish, they don't speak English, and they like they stay there and they're like something's not right. So like they didn't leave when we got out of the car. We're like, oh.
That was very nice of them.
It was very nice, very considerate. So you know it's good when there's like laughter before.
Oh yeah. Because they could have left.
They could have.
The Uber driver could have just been like,
surprise, motherfucker.
I did my job.
So
there ain't no toucans, so I'm out.
Peace.
So we get out of the car and I spearhead walking towards the people sitting.
Of course you do.
On the front porch.
Of course you do.
And I'm like, hey, so Toucan Ranch, they don't speak English. I don't speak Spanish. And they're like, who dropped these non-Spanish speaking white people
who the hell dropped
off at my front door?
These gringos off.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And so there's like a good over 5 minutes of like me trying to share I'm like trying to change my phone into Spanish. To which this day I still have a Spanish keyboard on my phone. I don't know why I thought having a Spanish keyboard would
how
like
long
be
ago
the
did this
answer.
happen?
This was, we went to Costa Rica 3 years ago, I think, 2 or 3 years ago.
Could have just downloaded the Google Translate app and everything.
And then here's the other thing, like my phone reception also was hot garbage. Was like not doing a great job.
Well, you can literally download the languages. So next time you go out of the country, download the language before you go.
Yes, I learned the hard way. So after 5 minutes of like stumbling through, I remembered that I had printed out instructions, and on the instructions was also like a photo of what the entrance should look like. So like I pull it out of my backpack and I show them, and they're like, oh, and then like they start explaining it in Spanish, and I'm like, I'm trying to point to the Uber of like, no, like you got to go talk to them. Like I'm useless in this situation.
Did they go tell the Uber driver?
Better.
Oh boy.
So
She said
Better.
So they realized that I did not speak Spanish.
right.
Isaac did not speak Spanish.
Clearly.
And so they then start pointing to themselves and to their car and were like,
Oh, so they offered to
so
drive
they
you.
they offered to drive. And, like,
and let me guess, you being the wonderful person that you are, immediately hopped in the car with them for them to drive you to Toucan Ranch.
I mean, they put their cat inside before we left. So I was like, well, like if they are caring enough to put their cat, their gato
man.
inside.
Hey.
Now you speak Spanish.
Now
gato.
we're speaking Spanish.
Oh, boy.
So like I shoot off the Uber driver, which he was just like,
Wow.
okay.
He
And
probably,
like
he,
just
probably,
like
he probably left and was like, this white chick's about to die.
Right?
She's about to be
like
killed.
meanwhile,
right
like
now.
poor Isaac is just like standing there like,
Oh, my
what the
God.
fuck
And
is
you can't even remember the anniversary.
Right. God bless him. You almost got him
Full
killed
circle.
in Costa Rica by
I-
Costa Rican drug
I
lords.
did.
You know what, Isaac?
You know who else has cats? Supervillains in every James Bond movie. They always have a cat.
You're right. You're
about
right.
it. Yeah.
But here's the kicker though.
Real
So
quick. Even one of Thanos' henchmen looked like a cat.
He did. You're right.
you are right
You're
about
right.
that.
Yep.
Yes.
Man,
Like
she,
the weird guy that
Yeah.
like made things
Meg,
float.
Meg got super serious just now. She's like,
Yeah.
you're right. You're
right.
There you
absolutely correct.
Super cat or cats and supervillains.
Okay, getting back to your kidnap fetish that you have. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Isaac, plan a date night. Like just kidnap me. Be like, I'm a stranger.
Clearly, Isaac, she's giving you every
hint.
like hint that
Right.
she clearly has this kidnap fantasy going on,
Apparently.
just jumping in random
With
cars.
cars.
so like we jump in the car, like, and they were such lovely like,
Correction, you jumped in the car, and Isaac, being the good boyfriend,
yes.
Followed.
jumped
Yes.
in
Yeah,
behind.
jumped
you.
in behind.
Yes,
There
like
we
this
go. There we
lovely
go.
old couple like drove us like in their van to like Toucan Ranch, and
Did they charge y'all for it?
no, they were like no, but like we were like very like no, like please, like we interrupted your day, like
For real?
please do not.
Literally.
Like they were just there living life,
Yes.
and then y'all rolled up and
Yes. So like 5 minutes down the road was Toucan Ranch. So
Louis
we-
said, Megan.
I know. Gosh, Louise, if I was your child, like I would give you a heart attack, like
Oh
so
my
much.
God.
Like, whew.
Oh my God.
But so we learned from the people that owned the sanctuary. They're like, we told them about the situation. They were like, oh yeah, like if you plug it in our name of the place in Spanish, it takes you to the right place. If you plug it in English, the GPS is messed up and we need to fix that. So like they knew about it. They knew. And there was there was nothing anywhere in any of their instructions. Like there were like beautiful instructions on the website of how to, like they never mentioned anywhere, hey, don't plug this in, plug this in.
So what you're saying is that this family probably have taken
They've dealt
numerous
with- yeah.
amounts of
Probably.
They've dealt
And
with
just like
this
look
plenty of
shocked every
times.
time.
Yeah.
Look shocked every time.
So this
Who,
family has
me?
just been having like random white people show up
Yep.
at their house looking for toucans, and the occasional
Yeah.
brother or sister
Yep.
every now and again looking for toucans.
Cans.
So by this point, they just know.
Yep.
Like, oh,
That's probably just like a whole gimmick. They're probably like, hey, here they come again.
Probably.
They probably even speak English.
Right? Like, you got your car keys, we're gonna have to go. Make sure the cat's with us.
Oh man,
Let's act
gotta-
surprised though.
we gotta put the cat. We gotta put the
They
cat in the
fooled
house.
me. Fooled me. They got me with the cat too.
I feel like it's not difficult. You don't speak Spanish,
Yeah.
so they could have been saying it. They could have been out there like Tengo el gato los pantalones. I have a big cat in my pants.
I've been like, see,
and you'd be like, see. Toucan Ranch. Why is so?
Oh man.
Oh my god. So was it worth it getting the Toucan Ranch?
it was.
Okay. All right.
Did you see any Fruit Loops there? Hey-o!
I like it.
it.
Hey-o! Did you see any toucans? That's the question.
Yeah, no, there were toucans.
Toucans kind of seem like a pompous bird, don't they?
They
They
do.
seem kind of like you know, like a very uppity bird.
They're like, I have a cereal named.
Like swan.
Yeah.
Like a swan.
Swans seem very uppity too.
Geese.
Yeah, fuck geese.
The Canadian Air Force.
Oh man, fuck them. Those damn things. Geese have a lot of attitude,
They
too.
do.
They'll bite the shit out of you.
And they don't give a shit about how long they cross the street.
Nope. They'll take their sweet time. And sometimes they'll even stop middle of the street
and look at you
chill.
like, what are you going to do?
I will say this, though. If we don't have a part 2 of this, y'all will know why. That means Megan jumped into someone's car and just kept going one day. Like you just...
Wah, 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 wah.
Megan, you can't just be jumping into people's cars. Like,
at least not in other countries.
Yeah. Not even in the States.
Yeah, not even in. Yeah.
Listen, as a red-blooded human being, I am not prepared for a random woman to just jump in the backseat of my car.
Right? Like what the
fuck is happening right now?
I'd like to think that like if I jumped into a car of someone like with malicious like intentions, that like they'd get a whiff of like 5 minutes of just me being me and be like, this is not worth it.
I mean, if
get out of here.
If they
like,
started with malicious intent, by the time you're done asking them questions,
right?
They're gonna be like, I
don't even know what the hell I was doing.
Like, she already knows too much about me now. I gotta
was
let her
this a therapy
go.
session? Like,
Yeah,
I don't remember.
When did I become a serial killer?
Like, why did I become a serial killer? Like, I'm gonna turn myself in.
Oh my God. Jesus. I swear, you could turn the coldest heart warm. You just can. You just have that about you. Like, your personality, you are a very warm and inviting individual.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, the questions get a little much sometimes, but I mean, other than that.
I can tone it down.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you change a damn thing. You know what? If you toned it down, then you wouldn't be you.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the same. Like, honestly, if you toned it down, I'd probably be like, yo, what's wrong? Is everything good? Like, are you okay?
That's fair.
Did Isaac punch you in your ankle or something? Or like, what's going on? The ankle?
What?
Like, what is happening right now?
Oh, dear.
Did you hop in the wrong car? Like, you're not asking the usual questions. What's going on? Oh my God, Megan, you are hilarious. You are way too funny. That is just ridiculous. I'm telling you, man, one day you're going to hop in the wrong car and they're just going to drive you around. They're not even going to do nothing to harm you. They're just going to drive you around and you're going to be like, oh, by the way, where are we going? And they'll be like, I don't even know who you are. So
right?
I'm just going on with my day.
I'm doing my errands.
I'm doing what I got to do. So you're along for the ride.
Right?
Oh my God, that is hilarious. And on that note,
it's a good way to end.
Yes, yes, it definitely is. Oh man. Oh wait a minute. Bring up that extra tab real quick.
Oh yeah,
we got a little extra something for the people that I want to get out there. So for everybody that's still with us right now. Yep. As you may have heard, we are now officially on iTunes. Mm-hmm. We're on Spotify. Mm-hmm. We're on Google Podcasts. Yep. If you want to reach all of them, if you go to anchor.com/Tiger39, THAIGER 39, that will bring you to this page
right here.
And what are all the things? Hover over those little things. So that one's iTunes, right?
This is Apple Podcasts. Breaker, Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Radio Public,
Spotify, and that's just the RSS feed.
Okay, all right. Yep.
So if you go to whatever your podcasting aggregator of choice is, and just type in 2 endangered mammals, and we should be the first one to pop up. If you could go and subscribe to our podcast. If you're on Spotify, go ahead and subscribe to us or follow the podcast. If you're on, the iOS ecosystem, go ahead and give us a 5-star rating. Not that I'm asking for it, but I'm asking for it. So we can remain the #1 podcast in my duplex. Give us a shout. We are officially officially podcasting.
This is crazy.
Right?
I mean, I know I say that all the time I talk to you.
I still say it.
But this is freaking...
It's bananas.
Yeah.
And our celebratory 10th Thursday episode, we had the Meg-A-Nator with us,
who did not disappoint.
Not at all. Not at all, right?
You.
She's amazing.
Well,
She's
and congrats on your 10th Thursday episode.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Tuesday will be our official 10th episode.
Yeah.
Like of the 2 Endangered Mammals, but TEM Thursdays. Yep, this is our 10th episode. And with that being said, thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you everyone for subbing to the YouTube.
Yep.
Thank you everybody for listening on iTunes and Spotify.
It's greatly appreciated.
Yeah, it's greatly appreciated. Even though y'all are here live with us and you go in and listen again, we really appreciate it. I have been your host, Mr. Tiger Adinaldo. And of course, with me as always is Mr. Pun Fu. Mr. Pun, thank you. And tell the people how they can reach you, sir.
On Instagram and Snapchat at PunFuPanda, and on Facebook, Pun Capasso.
And the Meg-A-Nator, how can they reach you?
I've learned that my Instagram handle is Meg-Anderson10. So there it is, everyone.
And if you want to reach me, you can reach me at Tiger39, Thaiger 39. And that's on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, SoundCloud, YouTube, Twitch. Also, you can go to tiger39.com/live if you want to watch a live show. And now, if you want to follow the podcast on your podcasting platform of choice, you can just go to anchor.com/tiger39. You can find all the links there. Or just search for us, 2 Endangered Mammals.
Yep.
Wherever you listen to your podcast, just search for us. Give us a listen. Give us a thumbs up. If you don't like what you hear, then, keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Once again, this is the 2 Endangered Mammals, and we are signing out. Peace.